Welcome in, everyone. We are back with I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. We have reached the halfway point event in the game as of the end of last stream, and now we must come to understand what the new everything is. The crew of the Helios has arrived, and the Stratos people are reeling. Welcome in, Raptor Squeak, Plague Doctor Man, Trav, Winterberry. As always, it's lovely to see you guys. Glad to see my friends. It's wonderful. Anyway, let's get this show on the road, shall we? No need for sound check today. I checked. My mic is working because Silly Streamlabs likes to be very silly. Let's get into this, shall we? We are 15 now. Headed to our Sweet 16s. We are clear-minded with 0 stress. We have 68 kudos for however much that's going to get us, and we have to figure out the layout of this colony again because it's all new. We still have our little pet, but this is the Helio colony versus the Strato colony that we had prior. Hello, Cal. You spot Cal sitting in the dirt, picking sullenly at the grass. He's weaving it together into a bracelet. Sometimes it helps if I'm doing something with my hands, he says quietly. If I start to feel scared or upset, I just take a deep breath and try to reconnect with the planet. Aw. Aw, Cal. It is early pollen? We still don't know his birthday. So, because we don't know Cal's birthday, and because I know people in chat do, when is Cal's birthday so I can give him a birthday present on that day, please? Or on that month, I should say. How I wish I could be clear-minded with 0 stress, even in the face of adversity. Same, Raptor Squeak, same. Same. Somewhere in the year, you think, Plague. Great. Thanks, so helpful. Late dust? Okay. I appreciate you, Raptor Squeak. And Trav, who is my usual wiki monkey. We will wait till late dust, which is, I believe, next season. So, to give him all of his goodie presents. Because I only have so many things. I only have 2 bobber fruit, so I have way more yellow flowers. Alright, well, we've found Cal. Ooh, there's Tangent. There's, or is that new? No, there's new people. There's definitely new people. The Helios kids. Holy crap, there's like a whole huge area here. Let me get my bearings. Trivial spoiler, if it's mid-dust now, none of your friends have a birthday now. Okay. Well, it's early pollen, so. I don't know. I don't know Annie's birthday either, so that would be good to know at some point. Here's Tangent. Oh goodness. Tangent. Babe. Bestie. It is good to see the rest of the colony finally appreciate the work we do here, Tange says. Certainly agriculture and infrastructure were necessary for our initial survival, but the attack last glow made it clear that subsistence alone will not save us from the aliens. She clenches her fist. We need to be smarter than them. Oh, Tangent, I don't think that's going to work out for anyone. Alright, so this is engineering. This is the bunks and like the cafeteria and the creche and stuff. As per before, I recognize they built a new field. Hey, more mushwood log. Nice. They built a new sports field with an overlook onto where the old geoponics was. Okay. Good to know. We've got another new person over here. This probably is command. Okay, there's Annie. We're kind of hitting up our old friends before we before we get to the new people. You literally forgot. My second favorite, maybe third, is still a debate in my mind. Character is here now. I believe on Blue Sky he mentioned Rex. I haven't met Rex yet. See, I read and remember your posts, Plague Doctor Man. Rex rules. Annie is kicking a sports ball around listlessly. After a while, she picks it up and just stares off into the distance at the colony walls. Aw, sweetheart. I don't know when your birthday is. When is her birthday? Give me her birthday. I would input late dust here, but I can't. But yes, I have a feeling these slots are going to fill up very soon. Early dust for Annie? Okay, so they are the two dust people. Okay, got it. Dust and dust for the ones I don't know. All right, well, we found Annie. This is over here. I saw him. I spotted him. I was, like, overwhelmed for a second. Of course, he's on the hill. This looks haunted, with dark circles etched deep under his eyes. Why bother? He mutters, pulling his sleeves over his hands fitfully. Why are we? They're just going to come again. It's pointless. Living is pointless. Oh. Oh, my friend. My friend. It is not pointless. Please. Please stop. Okay. Here is outside. This is survey. All the outdoorsy, you know, go find all the food and the collectibles stuff. Ooh, jeez, we get much more collectibles inside the walls. New geoponics. New geoponics. New gardens. And flowers. Okay. Well, we found Dad. Hi, Dad. Even though it hurts, you find yourself wandering over to geoponics. It feels not good to be here, in the place your mom loved and ultimately gave her life to, but not good either. It feels like when you have a bruise and you can't stop pushing from, and you can't stop yourself from pushing on it because the pain reminds you the injury is real. Like your mom dying is this huge invisible wound, and poking at it forces you to feel something instead of being just numb. Your dad is taking time off of work. Your parents worked double and triple shifts during the last growing season, and now that it's over, it just feels so cruel. When people work hard, they should be able to look back on what they did and feel proud. Instead, there's just this huge gap where your mom should be. You find your dad sitting in your mom's personal garden. It's miraculously starting to grow again, despite being trampled flat during the last attack and neglected during the famine before that. Still, various Vertumnan flowers are starting to sprout, as well as hardier earth ones like dandelions. Your dad looks up and musters a smile. He pats the bench beside him. All right, do we sit quietly with our dad in our grief? Do we talk to him finally, even though it's hard? Or do we just leave our dad be because he is grieving and he finally has the time to feel all his feelings? Favorite still goes to Nami Nami. Really reminds me of Sawyer and Boyfriend Dungeon. I haven't played Boyfriend Dungeon, but I will take your word for it, Raptor. He's more of a talker. Yes, he's such a poor baby. He's so emo, and he has so many big feelings, and he just doesn't know how to deal with it. It also doesn't help that no one pays attention to him. Like, we try, but even we are not paying attention to him, so... He really is very alone, and that is not helping his emo outlook at all. I know emos. They need friends. You always do your best for him? I mean, how could you not with a name like Geranium? Your dad's the bestest. Your mom was a badass. Like, I miss Flulu, but your dad deserves all the love. As an emo, I do indeed need friends. Well, Plague Doctor Man, you have me now. And my chat, for as friendly as they are, so you're not alone in the world, even if we are all very far away from each other. Boyfriend Dungeon. Date your weapons, romance swords, daggers, and polearms to level them up in this shack and slash dungeon crawling adventure. Hell, that's eye-opening. It sure is, Trav. Thank you for the overview. I appreciate you. I don't tell you how much I appreciate all of you enough, honestly. I could stand to do that more. So please remind me. I also have new channel point options, FYI, for those of you who have too many channel points and not enough to do with them. I put some thought into it. I hope that you enjoy. Some of them have limitations, like they can only be done a couple of times per stream. But look into it if you'd like. Optional, of course. Polyam friendly as well as Arrow Ace friendly, cute game. That's awesome, Raptor Squeak. I appreciate the representation. It doesn't represent me. I'm a bisexual, but I love a game that has a lot of representation for many ways of being. I appreciate that. This one has it too, so like, yes. What's an imaginary May? An imaginary May is May the imaginary friend. It's an in-joke that has extended into my online life where I tell you a story as your imaginary friend. Then it can certainly represent... Well, I just meant that the Arrow Ace friendly part does not represent me because I am neither of those things. I am very much a bisexual, thank you. As my boyfriend can tell. I cannot get a girlfriend to save my life, though, so, you know, tragic... Absolutely disaster by all the way through, but still. Here we are. Yeah, I get it. Just plenty of options to the game. It's great. I'm glad. I will have to look into it. Trav, please set a reminder for me to find it on Steam. God, I love when games have poly representation. Feel so heard. I know, Plague. You know, the whole monogamy thing is not the only way to love. I'm gonna talk to Dad. I'm gonna talk to him. We've gotten distracted. I'm gonna talk to Dad. We need to have a way to connect with each other after tragedy. In this economy? Exactly, Raptor Squeak. It's just not possible. To find what? Boyfriend dungeon? I sent you the link a few minutes ago. Oh, well, I didn't check the Discord. I'm kind of streaming right now, but thank you, Traveler Side. Ay, 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 ay. He's so spicy today. I love it. I love it when I get sassed. I sass back, though. I'm a sassy bitch. I have a Discord profile. Of course I have a Discord profile. Do you know anyone who doesn't? Heck, my parents have Discord profiles. Where have you been? I do have a private Discord server. I do not have a public, like, community server for the stream as of yet. 20 subs. That is where we're trying to get to. 20 subs. And then I will put together. But until then, I don't have a, you know, community large enough to run, like, community events or have the community have any more say than they can in chat every day, 5 days a week. So, 20 subs, and then the community Discord becomes a thing. Plague Doctor Man, no. 20 regular subs that come in every day, like, come in regularly. They don't have to come in every day, 5 days a week, but they have to be here, you know, once a week or so, like, an actual community of 20 people, not, like, just 20, a 20 sub count on my channel, because those people will go away after a month. No, you cannot buy your way to a Discord. I want a community here. I want us to be in this community together, and I want us to be friends that share things that we have in common, that support each other in our lives and in our streams and in our games and in our interests, and, you know, that the whole kit and caboodle. I'm in this for the long haul if I can do it, and 20 subs is the first step towards me being able to pay my real life bills and to be able to do this full time and to up my game on along the way. So, you know, I've only been a streamer for like almost 2 years now, and that's like baby streamer still. So as much as everyone wants to like catapult me into the stars immediately, I don't believe I'm ever gonna go viral. Dear gods, I wouldn't know what to do if I did. Could you imagine? But the people who support me, I will give back to that community. I will give back to those people who are letting me live my dream. So absolutely, a community Discord is in the future, but until there are 20, subs every month consistently, there's not any way that I could just like throw something together and hope and pray. Like that I started streaming with a hope and a prayer, but I have to be realistic about the longevity of that. Otherwise, I have to go get a real job, and then I would miss all you guys. I don't want to do that. Please don't make me do that. Anyways, we're talking to Dad, so let's do that, shall we? I'm sorry, YouTube. This is what happens in live. Feel free to come join me anytime. You false start a few times. It's almost impossible to think of something to say when there's this magnitude of grief between you. He gives you time. When it's obvious that you want to talk but don't know what to say, he takes your hand in his two larger ones. Did I ever tell you about how your mom and I started dating? You shake your head. You know they grew up together in the first colony on Earth, but nothing about their relationship. Real jobs are for bozos, that's why I'm unemployed. You're a student, like Dr. Mann. Your real job is learning things. You are paying for the privilege, but still, that is your real job. Let's be honest. Real jobs scare me, that's why I'm still in uni. That's fair, Raptor Squeak. The real world is harsh. Been there, done that. I don't recommend, honestly. But, maybe uni isn't forever either. Be careful what you wish for. That's all I'm saying. He smiles and looks at the garden as he remembers. I always thought she was too cool for me, he says quietly. Things were, people didn't like us much on Earth. So she was always kind of a bruiser, always ready to pop off even when she was your age. She and Rhett were the same back then, he reminisces. I always thought they were going to end up together. Then your mom got injured when the first colony was attacked. I was working part-time in the clinic, and I guess that's when she realized I liked her. Oh my god. It's injured to lovers. Oh my goodness. One of my favorite tropes, actually. I read a lot of fan fiction. My apologies. If you have not found my Twitter yet, you would know. You absolutely would know on my Twitter how much fan fiction I read. Gotta start soon, graduating in late April. Late wet is when I get ejected from the colony. Oh, Raptor Squeak, how terrifying. And also, congratulations. You've worked very hard. I have no idea what it is that you're going to uni for, but I'm proud of you either way. Like, that's a lot of work. Work that I never did, by the way. Like, I am not a college graduate, so you got that on me. Good job. Why do you think I'm a Twitch streamer? Honestly. We had to apply to get on the stratospheric, he continues. We'd only been seeing each other for a few weeks, so I was surprised when she said we should apply as a couple. They wanted all different kinds of family groups, single people, couples who could have kids or couldn't, trads, quads, but we all had to be young, and there weren't many teenagers willing to commit to being a mated pair. It upped our chances of being picked. He laughs and scrubs his face with his hands. She wanted to get off that planet more than anything. I don't think she realized she'd fallen in love with me until we were already in space, he says wryly. Lucky for me, right? Oh, dear gods, yes. They got so lucky. That could have gone all kinds of wrong. Although there were other singles on the ship, so it's not like it necessarily would have been the worst case for them to fall apart and find other people. Maybe she would have gone back to Rhett. Maybe she would have found somebody else that suited her, but I'm glad that this is a love story that worked. It's so cute and charming. General management originally came for art and had to go for my backup instead. Art is rough. College art programs are rough. Some people thrive in that and some people just don't. I hope that your love of art survived your fallout with art as a profession, but general management will get you places. They will not be fun places, but they will get you places. So, at the very least, you'll be able to survive and pay your bills, unlike me. I feel so goddamn bad for Dad. I do too. He was in love with a girl and she was so out of his league, and then she was like, you know what? You're a better option than most that I have, so let's try this. And it worked out. I love that. They're so, oh, I'm heartbroken. Oh yeah, I love art even more for it. I got a greater understanding of what makes it and breaks it. I'm glad Raptor Squeak. Some people follow their passion into college and then they lose that passion. So I'm glad that even though you have decided that doing art for a living is not for you, that you still love it. And if you are still an artist in any capacity, even if it's just doodles on your notes, good job. I would love to see them sometime. You know where my blue sky is. ! blue sky in chat if you've forgotten. Come show me your art. I would love it. Your dad shakes his head fondly. There aren't many people like your mom, kiddo. You nod, surprised to feel a tear trickle down your cheek. There's so much you don't know about her and what she was like, more than just being your mom. It's really hitting you now that she was a person before you knew her, and now you'll never know her like that. There's a past you'll never fully know, just like there's a future that she never will. Your dad puts an arm around your shoulders and you sit like that for a long, long while. Oh, Dad. Heartbroken. Like, it broke my heart when she died, but like now it's broken all over again. Like this game pulls no punches emotionally, and it's so good. Thank goodness I'm an 18+ stream. I ain't good at art. My hand-eye coordination is garbage. Same, Plague Dr. Man. I am not the artist in my family. I don't even do straight or even nicely curved stick figures. It is garbo all the way down. My artistry is in words when I can manage them, and in yes-anding during D&D. That's it. Well, any TTRPG. I don't exclusively play Dungeons and Dragons. But you know, I'm a player. I'm a game master is what I'm trying to stick in my brain, because not all TTRPGs are about dungeons. I am not a dominatrix, sorry. I'm a disaster buy, there's no way. I'm not good at it, but I still try on occasion. Idea is greater than my skill, but at least it helped me with presentations. That's fantastic, Raptor. Look, art takes skill. It takes time and effort, and if you're not constantly at it, shoo boy. And any artist who lives by their art can tell you that. Like, they have to art every freaking day. I couldn't. I could never. I can't even do words every day, and that's the thing I'm good at, so I understand. Writers are artists, Plague Dr. Man. Just because your art is in words does not mean that you're less of an artistic-minded person. Blackhawk! Bunkers and Badasses, Tiny Tinas. I don't play either of those. Sorry, Black. Welcome in, though. We are playing I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. So, please enjoy. We're gonna go talk to Dad again, because he still has things to say. Hello. Like every pollen season, your dad gets the shimmer. The pollen is bad this year. Thick, heavy clouds of pink. Even your eyes are a little itchy, and your dad's not the only colonist spending the week in bed. You can hear other people sneezing as you walk through the quarters, bringing him hot trippet soup. Thanks, kiddo, your dad rasps. At least he's sitting up in bed now. Your mom never got sick, not ever, your dad reminisces. I'm not sure she missed a day of work from the day we landed until the day she... He stops and sighs. I miss your mom. Yeah, well, technically, the background art that we're seeing is not our dad's room, but our room, so it's just the background that they had available to show our quarters in the Helios. But it is a surprisingly nice room. Art comes in an infinite number of forms, infinite number of media. Hell, there's even a Japanese artist who exclusively uses Microsoft Excel for it. Yeah, that person is wild. You know, only in Japan, I think, Raptor. You get your laptop on Friday? Woohoo! Satisfactory stream awaits? That's fantastic. I am not a Satisfactory gal either, Blackhawk. It's beyond me, but Traveler Side might be interested in watching. Excel is an underestimated drawing program. This is true, Trav. You have done wonders in Excel, especially for Dwarf Fortress, when we used to Dwarf Fortress a lot together. He was always much better at dungeon design than me. Although, mostly on the mechanical side, aesthetically speaking, I did do better at that. He always made obsidian box. That isn't to say that an obsidian box is an obscenely terrible way to make a Dwarf Fortress dungeon, or a fortress for that matter. I'm just saying that that was his go-to. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, you can tell that some of the people in my chat I've been friends with for a very long time. Including Blackhawk, to be honest. I've known you for quite some time. I wish Instance would find a cure already, he grumbles, his hand shaking as he lifts his spoon. 3 years and all she can suggest is bed rest and fluids. What good is all her researching if it can't fix my headache? Your dad must be feeling really sick. He never complains about stuff. You check his temperature with your hollow palm, then dim the lights and bring him a cold pack for his forehead. He has a crust of glittery pink gunk around his lips, looking cracked and gross, so you wipe it away. The glitter is just everywhere on him, like it's coming right out of his pores. He looks iridescent in the murky light filtering through the pollen outside. Hey, do you mind opening the window a little for some fresh air? Smells like a sick person in here, he grumbles, pushing away his soup and rolling over in bed. We are not opening the window because that is where the pollen is, outside, where he does not need it to come in. I don't have a follow age command, Blackhawk, sorry. I have a very bare bones basic setup. If you, I'm running on Streamlabs. I have Nightbot for all of my bot needs, really. And Automod is my only moderator, so, it's basic. You have been following me here on Twitch since April. You created your account in February of 2020. That's what I know. Hey, PP, welcome in. I hope that you are well. I had fun watching your stream for a bit yesterday, so if you're up to more streaming goodness today, I will probably be there later. Mobile is kind of a pain, yes. We are not opening this window. Not for Dad. The pollen might be everywhere already, but there's no sense making it worse. You pretend to crack the window for him, and by the time you look over, he's asleep again. Yeah, that's what I thought would happen. Dad, sorry. We're not going to air out your room just to make you worse. Absolutely not. We love our dad. Oh, I'm so sorry that you missed it. Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm glad to have you here. If you're streaming later, I'll probably be there. That's all I said. I'm glad. Welcome in, PP. You're wonderful. You're such a sassy, fun gal. Love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I need a good moderator for my streams. Also, I have known you much longer than that follow age. Didn't know you streamed until much later. I know. We met in Lyrenstrad's stream. What? Like, I want to say 4 or 5 years ago. So yeah, we've been friends for a while. I had to rearrange your schedule again. Oh no. Life gets in the way of streaming. Oh no. Anyways, back to the game. I seem to be just in chat mode. My apologies. I came here to stream a game and now I'm just hanging out with my friends. The heck. When did I start following? Click on your name, Plague Doctor Man. It's fine. No D&D this time. Yeah. Yeah, my D&D game for Monday got canceled. Just for the Monday, not like permanently canceled. So I don't even I have my second game on Thursday, hopefully. We'll see. Sometimes that gets canceled too. October 3rd, 2024. Nice. So just last year. Yeah, you've been here a while. You've also been subscribed to me for 4 months. So congrats. 4 out of 6, let's go. The worst of the pollen fog subsides in a few days, and your dad starts to look a little better. He gets back to work, which is good because there's a lot to do in order to rebuild the colony and get the Heliopause's hydroponics up and running. You're still sweeping glitter dust out of your quarters weeks later. That stuff gets everywhere. And what kind of byproduct it is, we have yet to know. All right, time to meet new people. Let's find out who these people are after I talk to Mars. Mars grabs your arm and hauls you somewhere a little more quiet. Oh my god, she says. So I was making out with one of the Helio kids. Don't make that face, Mayrin. It's no big deal. And she said that they're not allowed to use their nanoprinters for anything except uniforms? She holds her hand to her chest. Excuse me? No wonder they're so boring. Clothes are like window dressing to the soul, Mayrin. Oh my god. She is traumatized. No fashion? Just uniforms? End of the world. I is the too poor for subs, sadly. I know, Blackhawk. You know, me too. I can't even gift subs to my peeps either, so don't feel bad. All right, who's this person you've been making out with, Mars? Huh? I want all the juicy details. Mostly because I also want to be kissing Tangent, but shush. Can't get a girlfriend to save my life. No worries, PP. It's a lurk-friendly stream. Feel free to lurk away and enjoy. Yeah, 23 months and 34 months, you have some cleaning to do. No worries indeed. Just take your time, girl. We'll be here. Basorexia, my beloved. The colony's full of new people. Everywhere you look, you see a stranger. It's disorienting. After growing up in a closed spaceship, you never expected to meet any other humans that weren't made here on Vertimna. You bump straight into one of these new people while you're jogging through the colony. Oof! He laughs and holds you steady, brushing the imaginary dust off of you and giving you a wide-fanged smile. Hey! It's one of the kids from the Heliopause. You think his name is Rex. Hey, what's up? You play it cool. Give him a little nod. You notice he's wiggling his doggy ears. They can really move independently. Pleased to meet you. I'm Rex. We learned Rex's augment, too. Well, I mean, it's kind of obvious. Where is he in the list now? Rex. Seriously? He's not in the list yet? But we just met him. Okay, well, tell me I learned a thing and then don't actually show it to me. I see how it is. Rex puts his hand against his cheek, looking cute and lost. Hey, since I'm new here, do you think you could help me find the construction yard? I thought I might apply for a job there. Well, we could flirt. Yes, I did say earlier, doggy. He is definitely a doggy. Plague. Oh my goodness, you are so cute when you are fangirling over, well, or fanboying, or fan-ing, I should say, over a cute boy. 973 years old tornado here, no worries. Okay, it looks a little less like a tornado, more a hurricane now. Oh no, Psycho. Pee-pee! Don't get lost. Do not get blown away. So we could flirt and say, for you, anything. We could say, I'll take you there, or it's in command, that away. How do we handle Rexy baby? Every time I try and flirt with other characters, he's just there, and like, I have to flirt with him as well. I can't stop myself. Oh. I lose my capacity to people around nerds who are super smart, aka Tangent, and you like the Labrador or the Golden Retriever. Yep, PP, it will just happen again. Babies and toddlers are forces of nature. I'm the oldest of 4 kids, and although I don't have kids myself, one of my sisters has a nephew. He's now like 19, but you know, I very much remember the days of diapers and toys and everything everywhere, from siblings and nephew. They're not even mine, they're my grandchildren. Yeah, I'm not having any of those. I don't even have kids. I don't even have kids. Oh god, I cannot wait till you see his late game appearance. He looks so rad. I think we've seen Annie's late game appearance at the very beginning of the game, but we'll see. Chat, you haven't told me how to handle him. Should I flirt? Anyone who's been in my stream for like long enough knows that I usually flirt with everyone. But do I flirt? I mean, Plague, I knew you were going to say flirt. I love the girls though. They're just beautiful. Look, I'm a bisexual. I like everybody. You're going to anyway. Flirt away. Yeah, Trav knows me best. I'd say flirt, but I'm in ads. Oh no, Blackhawk says... So it's ads. I'm so sorry. Please, someone save him from the ads. For you, anything. His eyes widen as you wink suggestively, and he grins, wiggling his ears and lolling his tongue out like a dog. So adorable. I might just take you up on that, he says. You tell him everything is a bit changed since the heliopause landed, but you think the construction yard is still near command. He thanks you for the directions. Flirt has happened. All right, do we finally have his profile? Yes, here he is, Rex. He has doggy ears. That is literally his augment. It's just doggy ears. I imagine it comes with, you know, like heightened sense, heightened hearing, but whatever. Doggy ears it is. All right, who are you? Nami Nami! We've learned her name. You've seen Nami Nami around since the heliopause landed. They're around your age and barely 1.5 meters tall, only coming up to your shoulder. You've never seen anyone dress as strangely as they do. Hi. Their voice is high-pitched and quick. I'm Nami Nami. It's short for nomination. They do a little twirl and bow. You introduce yourself and... Well, we're not going to ask about their outfit. It's just strange to us. We're not going to ask about their gender. That's rude. We're going to ask what they do for fun. Oh no, she's pink and orange and blue and white. It's fine. And there's some black in there too, and some gold. Like, she's not all pink. If anything, Tangent is more pink than her in some ways, but like, it's fine. Ask what they do for fun. Well, Nami Nami begins. Kind of a bit of everything. I like designing outfits and reading manga and learning about dinosaurs and cool xenofauna and robots and aliens and... Oh, I'm watching anime and playing Laser Fable, of course! Most lately, I play Laser Fable. It's so fun to play it outside in the great big endless outdoors. Nami Nami dances in a circle, waving their arms and gesturing at your surroundings. Oh boy, she's one of those. We could try to get Nami Nami to calm down. I don't think that's possible. She's always on a sugar high. She didn't have any sugar. She's still on the sugar high. We could challenge them to a game of Laser Fable. Get our gamer on. Or we could politely extricate ourselves from the crazy preppy girl. Tangent is Tangent is purple. I love how creative Nami Nami is and is always so bubbly. And this person came with the military force. They have hidden depths. I hate preppy people. She is excitable. Absolutely. Very social, very outgoing, high on life. Comes off preppy, but has absolutely like has no filter. She's basically just always in some minor form of happy mania. I've known people like this. They're terrifying. This may be the diss in me talking, but she's too excited by everything and be more melancholy. I know, like Dr. Man, I know, like, yikes. They're great. Nami Nami is best friend material to me. Raptor, I'm so glad that you love her hyperactive, hyper happy everything. I think that she needs to calm down and maybe eat a sandwich And I don't know, stop doing drugs. I know she's not even on drugs is the problem. Maybe she needs to start doing drugs. I don't know. We're gonna challenge them to a game of Laser Fable because, heck yeah, gaming. You're on! Nami Nami helps you install it on your holopalm and explains the rules. Laser Fable is an augmented reality game where you bounce hologram lasers off real objects nearby. It's speed-based, so you're running around and bumping into each other, and there are extended house rules about when it's legal to block each other's lasers. Alright, a normal combat challenge. Let's go. Combat, it being our worst stat. No, actually, I think creativity is our worst stat still. No? Still combat. Here we go. Goal is 65. Sun Medallion just gives us a +5. Fabulous. -1 during physical red challenges. Well, that's this one, so let's not do that. +6 if it has the highest value. Sure, let's do it. Oh, no. That did not work. And this gets a +4 from one slot card gets a +2. Okay, so Tangent's focus does not work here. Unless we do this. Yeah. I'm gonna do that. Let's go. All right. I don't like it. Is this the best that I can do? Probably. Because this is a physical challenge, so this card is really bad for us. And this will set neighboring cards to 1. Well, actually, it'll set neighboring cards to this value. Like that. This is ostensibly the better choice. Alright, we're gonna do that. Thank you, Raptor Squeak. Their drug is life and creation. Yes, absolutely their drug is. I need friends like that. I get being hyperactive, but I can't vibe with people who are constantly like that. I understand. Alright. This is not a social challenge, so that's not gonna help. The kudos thing I don't care about. This is wild. So, here we go. 5, 4, 3. Nope, that's not. See, because, like, if I put this here, it becomes a 6. And I need a 5 there. Because then this would be a 7 for another straight. Currently, it is doing 2 of a kind. Twice. I love that it does that. That wild card makes me so happy sometimes. I mean, this says already goal here. I could win right now. I want the highest possible score, though. But this is an annoying card. Wait. Wait. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. So it doesn't do a straight, but it does do a run of 3. 3 pair. Technically a pair. This is another pair. This is a straight. Here's a flush. Here's a flush. Super gold. Let's go. Nami Nami is genuine to me. They always wear their heart in their sleeve and always mean what they say. Love that kind of person. I'm not saying that Nami Nami isn't genuine, Raptor. It's just that she is a high energy, high happiness type of person, which for some of us deep thinking melancholy people, myself included, I'm not really down the level of emo necessarily, but I definitely vibe with the emo crowd to some degree. That kind of high energy, high happy person, no matter how genuine and sincere they always are, is overwhelming, overstimulating. So that kind of person is someone that you appreciate and enjoy is fantastic. Not for everybody. But then again, I'm not for everybody either. And I try very hard to be for most people. There are just some certain kinds of people that do not get along with me. We are victorious. So we get -1 kudos from Mars Ambition and +1 combat from our Super Bowl. Our combat is just slightly less shit. Right on, sister! Nami gives you a high five, then a couple of quick flicks on her gauntlet gives you a kudos for winning. They explain this is how they always play Laser Fable with the kids from Helios. Except mostly they don't want to play anymore. They say they're too old for it. They just want to be soldiers now, except Rex. He's still cool. I clearly can embody the crazy hyperactive girl, but I'm not her. Makes sense. I likely enjoy them because I can be the same way once I'm in a good mood, which I tend to be. That makes sense. I love it. But I have a good heart. Blackhawk, you definitely have a good heart. Alright, well that is Rex and Nami Nami. There were other new people. Let me just go find them real quick. I think it's just this person over here. Who are you? Ah, Vase. This new boy from the Heliosphere is a couple years older than you. He's very handsome, and the missing arm gives him a heroic, battle-scarred vibe. He stands tall and ready for action, even though it's a normal, boring day. The other recruits milling around the garrison give him a wide, respectful berth. He sees you staring and gives you a curt nod. My name is Vase, Lieutenant Olivatius, he says, considering you with a glint of challenge in his eye. And you are... I'm just a kid. I practically run this place. What am I, Mars? I'm a soldier like you. I'm into science. I'm an explorer. I'm a hard worker. I just want to have some fun before I die. Oh, hey, it's Fuckface. Fuckface. Wow, that's a strong opinion, Raptor. Go talk to Rex again, please. He has an option you need to do. Fuck this guy. Oh, we have found the antagonist in part 2 of this game. That is some strong feelings. I'm dreading when I have to become his friend. Oh, Raptor. Oh, Raptor. You don't ever have to. There's nothing. They're warning you in advance. Well, okay. I'm into science. His expression doesn't change. Is that right? He says, in the air of a boy who's hard to impress. Nice to meet you, Mayron. I hear it's been a rough couple of years for the colony. Lucky thing our heliopause came along just in time, he continues. Don't worry, we have some of the best soldiers. The very best. We'll keep the colony safe. Oh boy. Overconfident, I see. Are you one of those best soldiers? We train as a team, but... Vase says, then clears his throat. Yes, I've won more than my share of 0G judo matches and virtual rifle tournaments. riflery tournaments. Even competing against adults, he adds. Being planetside is totally different. I bet I could take you. The hell we cannot. Or, wow, you're pretty cool. Oh no, I am not a completionist, Raptor, so I am warning you now. This game will never be 100%ed on stream. Sorry. I am seriously sad for you. Pretentious prick. Sorry, I have very strong feelings. Flirt! No, do not. Don't. Plague Doctor has crowned himself the ruler of the vote. So, King, Queen, Ruler, Plague has decided being planetside is the answer. No flirting with this man's will happen. At least this time for this vote. Alright. I cannot let you flirt with this man. Rude. Hey, PP, if you have the channel points, crowning yourself ruler of the vote is valid. I was tempted to flirt just to be a flirt, but because I'd flirt with everybody in video games, but you guys are like, no. So here we go. Being planetside is totally different. You tell Vase that firing a virtual gun is nothing compared to running for your life through the jungle while a wild unisaur hunts you down. A unisaur, Vase says, leaning forward a little, his eyebrows raised. Did you actually say something to interest him? That sounds like a fun sport. I'd like to try it sometime. Oh, God, he is that kind of asshole. Some girls love that kind of asshole, though. I don't understand it. Like, this guy is all machismo, and he thinks his spine has more steel in it than everybody else, to put it nicely. It's like flirting with the dude that's bullying your friends. Exactly, Raptor. Ugh. I hate these. I don't get along with. I can get along with these people, but it comes with a lot of like very carefully only saying the things they like, and he has a fragile ego. Let me tell you, he has done things that I cannot in any way forgive. Oh, Plague. Yeah, you'd better try to warn them off. Well, you know, the ruler of the vote gets to have their say. All right, we've talked to everybody. I don't believe there are any talkie points left, but I will talk to him again. You wanted me to talk to him again, so I'm talking to him again. I have to talk to all of the new people twice because they have their introductory events and then we have like their regular conversation. So hug him. Aw, Plague. You guys are adorable. Rex hasn't gotten used to life on the surface yet. You remember your first year. Vertumna seems so enormous, so full of dangers and mysteries. Well, it still does, but the shock eventually wore off. Rex still has that slightly bewildered look on his face every time he walks outside, and the sunlight hits his face. It's so bright and warm. Shall we help Rex build something? Or should we just do hugs? Head pats. I don't believe we'll be able to do both. Maybe we can. Both. Both. You can. Okay. Fine. I will hug him first, because I'm a hugger. And apparently so is most of my chat. You can hug him so many times. Hugs incoming! Aw, yeah! Rex exclaims, wrapping you in a strong bear hug. He even lifts you off the ground a little. It's a good hug, the kind that makes you instantly just a little more relaxed. I'm gonna help Rex build something this time. Okay, you guys? We are engineer. We must build. You just guys want me to max out his friendship, right? That's all you want to do is just nonstop hugs until his friendship is maxed out? Is that what I'm picking up here? Dude, I love me a good hug. Hugs only increase it once a season. Oh, that's, I mean, fair, but still. I'm gonna help him build something. We as engineer, we fix what is broken. Actually, I'm working on something right now, Rex says, producing a holo projector. It looks so familiar. Wait! It's the holo projector you used to watch vids on in the crèche. It's been broken ever since the crèche was destroyed. I was hoping you could help me fix this up. I want to have outdoor movie nights. Well, I mean, we maxed out engineering, like, legitimately, so I don't think I can do +2, but okay. Okay, game. I'll take it. Also has the easiest present in the game to give. I imagine Stick, because he puppy. But his hugs are great, and I miss having huggers in my life. I miss them too, Raptor. Are you kidding me? I am such a big hugger, and I do not live anywhere near my friends anymore. It sucks. Yes, Blackhawk, exactly. Am broken, need hugs. Please, come hug me. Look at his smile. He's perfect. He's a golden retriever, even though he seems to have the coloring of a Dalmatian. What? I like dogs too. I am a cat girl though. I love kitties. I don't have a cat right now. I had to put my last one down before I moved, but I'm a cat person. You help Rex bring the holo projector back to life, then help him make an outdoor theater for it, complete with overhead lights and comfortable places to pile up your bedding. Aunt Anne provides the snacks. Rex looks at it with pride. We just have to figure out what to play for our opening night. He looks like a sheepdog to me. Yeah, a sheepdog. Or some sort of Dalmatian coloring. There's a number of dogs that does like white with black patches, spots and stuff. A number of breeds who do that. But yeah, he might be a sheepdog. You're right, Trav. You're probably better. You're probably more correct than me. Till my cat pissed on my bed. Look, if your cat was that pissed, you better beware of your bedding and your shoes. I'm just saying. I am a Rex girl. Oh, Plague, you're adorable. All right, I will do one more hug. One more hug. Again? Rex laughs, but wraps you up in a big bear hug all the same. I can build stuff more? I can help build stuff more? Oh, yes, because we maxed it out. Let's do it. I'm gonna get all the cards. It was bed and laundry? Yeah, your cat was really pissed with you, Blackhawk. Thank you for the lurk, PP. Appreciate you. That's how cats express their disappointment and anger in other people, is they just pee all over their stuff. It sucks, but at least it washes. Just saying. When they do the shoes, it's the worst. You know what my hammock needs? Asks Rex. An automatic snack delivery system for when my hands are busy. I was thinking, if I hang a big barrel of cookies up here, he continues, pointing to a gnarlwood tree nearby, I could use ramps and pulleys to bring the cookies over here. He gestures to his hammock. And they could just roll right into my mouth. Sure. It's a bold plan and involves a lot of twisty-turny ramps, gears, levers, swinging arms, and more. It's probably a lot more complicated than it needs to be, but it is hilarious to watch Rex press a button and send a cookie rocketing down a chute and eventually into his mouth. The ground is littered with the cookie detritus of failed runs, but Rex is proud anyway. It works perfect, he says, his mouth full. Thanks for the help. He's a genius. No, he's just a goofball. Funny enough, it stopped when my ex left. Blackhawk, could it be that the ex was bad for you? And your cat knew? Sounds like they wasted so many cookies. Can they afford to waste food? They kind of can. The Helios brought enough food for the next 5 years, and they have working hydroponics and soil. So they kind of can. All right. Is there another... Nope, just presents and hugs now. Yeah, just presents and hugs. There you go. You've had hugs. All right. Nami Nami, what's your normal stuff? Yours is creativity. Our creativity is garbage, so sorry. What would we get out of it, though? What's the card? Oh, that's a pretty cool card. Unfortunate.
Hey, so I heard you guys have a feast next season?
Nami says, tilting her head to the side.
And there's competitions? What kind of competitions? Because, like, everyone on the Helios learns how to do soldiery stuff, but other than that, I'm not really good at anything. Well, except for video games.
Nami smiles proudly.
Okay, but I'm really good at video games,
they say.
Oh, and drawing. I guess I put all my skill points into dexterity. Wait, do you get that joke? Do you guys have role-playing games here? Do you think we can have art contest at your festival?
Oh, jeez. Oh, she's gonna be so much fun to voice act, but holy shit. Alright, well that's Nami Nami's normal. We can't create anything with her because, unfortunately, our creativity is garbage. But she's fun. Yep, she is the mother of my 3 kids, though. Oh, Blackhawk. Well, at least the cat is happier now? Question mark. I don't know. Life is life sometimes. We are getting to be pretty good friends with Rex. Here we go. Friendship of 6 with Rex so far. Nami Nami 2. And where is base? 0. 0. And he's all combat. Of course he's combat. What is his card? Iron Stomach. Gross. You're pretty good friends with Rex, aren't you? Base asks, giving you a once-over. He must not like what he sees. I wouldn't go around telling everyone that. It might not work out great for you. Just a bit of friendly advice. Wow. Jealous much? Dude. I am not impressed with you. Alright. Well, we've talked to everybody. Multiple times. In some cases. Oh boy. Actually, we haven't found out what Dad's normal is, because he had to event stuff with us. We can't help him with the animals again, because our animals is not high enough. Your dad is doing some maintenance on your mom's private garden. I can't believe she put some native plants in here, he said, wiping his face with the back of his wrist. We used to argue all the time about wasting geoponics resources on them, but look, here. He shows you where some green vines are climbing up the same trellis as a bobber fruit. Even she was coming around. Aw, Mom. Lulu. Alright, we have to decide what we want to do. We have no stress. And we have many choices. What's in geoponics? So we could, of course, shovel dirt, which is fine. We could work on the farm, which is fine. We've maxed out biology, so it's not really all that great for us. We could research in xenobiology, which will give us more kudos and more organizing than anything else. Biology is already maxed. And of course, there's relaxing in the park, but we have no stress, so that is a silly waste of time. So that's some of our options. For other options that we have, let us look over here. Actually, can I go up these steps? I can. What's in this one? So let's view the notice board, because that's been something we haven't had in a hot second. Incoming ad break, by the way. Where is the kill vase option? I don't know. Plague. Give Rex food poisoning, huh? What? So he won't be full of shit. That's not how that works. Probably not jealous. Probably what he considers friendly advice. He just considers some to be, well, not the right kind of people, or maybe not people. Yeah, Trav. But see, the thing is, though, is that there is some amount of I want to protect you that is just, I'm jealous that you get along with someone I don't like. It may not be a strong jealousy, like, hey, you're my girl, because we don't know each other that way yet, if ever. really. But like, he definitely is like warding you off for reasons that are kind of silly at this point. You're just trying to get to know everybody. Don't give Rex food poisoning. He's a cutie. Give Vase food poisoning. Rex, we like Rex. I mean Vase. I was tired. Sorry. That makes sense. Need 2 cups of coffee. No coffee. Well, I mean, you can have more coffee. Like, I highly recommend the coffee, but like, get more sleep too. Like, maybe don't have coffee late in the day. Just saying. Our food supplies are good, 90%. Our security rating is yellow. It was red for the first half of the game, so yellow is better. But is it really yellow? We don't know. Plague. Plague. Get more sleep. Stop posting on Blue Sky at a crazy hour. That's... I see those posts. Yeah, those susceptible to particulate matter during pollen are strongly urged to stay indoors and avoid strenuous activity. Please note, we will be hosting the annual festival during the second month of dust. That's good. The council wishes a warm welcome to our new arrivals from Earth and to our Governor Lum. So, Governor Lum is in command. Chief Administrator Seek still has his position. Security Chief Rhett is still in charge of the garrison. Chief Engineer Instance is still in charge of engineering. Our Father Geranium is still in charge of geoponics. Steward Antecedent is still in charge of quarters. And Surveyor Utopia is still in charge of expeditions. So, although Governor Lum from the Helios is now technically in command, everybody else was not replaced. Interesting. I'm surprised he didn't replace at least somebody. What's in the supply depot? We've got cake back. I could afford cake right now. Am I gonna get cake? No. We can afford any of these smaller items. This is terrible for us because we are heavy on the blue cards. Honestly, the learning tablet is kind of... what I'm most interested in, and I could afford it right now. What would I replace in my equipment, though? Nothing. I mean, I already have the Virtue Space helmet, which is better. And I'm not even wearing it. So, not gonna worry about it. Alright, cool. Cool. Just wanted to look. Oh, we didn't even look at the jobs. What am I doing? I am so... ADHD moment, and I don't even have that. Or at least undiagnosed anyway. Deliver supplies is less good than work in the depot. Organizing and persuasion. We were doing that for a while and becoming slightly more friendly with Mars in the process, but the kudos output just really isn't worth it. It's better to work in geoponics if we want kudos, honestly. So there's that. Down here in the living quarters, the new common area is hastily constructed platform clinging to the side of the heliopause. Crews are hard at work incorporating the rigid hull into the natural landscape, creating a charming open-air place for gathering, eating, and relaxing. Outside, you can hear construction happening on new living quarters for everyone from both ships. We could, in fact, practice our photo phoner for creativity and bravery, and friendship with Nami Nami. We've not done that before, really. Or we can relax in the lounge and make friends with Rex, but we have no stress, so, like, this might be reasonable? It's not productive, but it could be reasonable. Something to consider. It would get our creativity up as well, which is garbage. When has sleeping ever helped anyone? Oh, Plague. Butterfinger commercial. I'm sorry for advertising your streams to people at like 2 in the morning on my Blue Sky. I will not stop. You should clearly go work in the depot for no reason in particular. Oh, Plague. You're adorable. But yes, please stop posting at 2 a.m. Try earlier. Like, you know, at a reasonable hour. Like 11. 11 would be fine. Work in bio, we're going on expedition. I'm still looking at all the options. Like, I'm assuming that, like, the options haven't drastically shifted that much, but at the very least, we can look. We can go back to studying, of course, but biology is maxed. Engineering is maxed. Although, interestingly enough, friendship with Tangent and Nami Nami. Humanities needs help. Only friendship with Tangent. This, I think, might have been... I think this is where the Tangent Nami Nami cross was supposed to be. Oh well. No, like Dr. Man, like 11:59 p.m. Goofball. This is the garrison. The Helios have replaced the old garrison dojo with a huge underground bunker. It's much larger and better supplies, and abuzz with activity. Soldiers drilling, weapons being cleaned and inventoried, and animals herded into cages for study. You can't believe how many soldiers are down here. It must be the safest place on the planet. We can now apply for lookout duty because of our perception being boosted. Which I will do. Options. Like 5 a.m.? Only if you've had sleep before then, Plague Doctor Man. Why would Tanj be in the humanities one? She's not that way inclined. She, because it is a class, like, she's probably the teacher's assistant or something, Trav. You report to Security Chief Rhett to volunteer for lookout duty. Ah, Mayron, Security Chief Rhett says, barely giving you a second look. You should try something a little more suited to your talents. Forget that. A stupid sign's not the boss of you, and neither is Rhett. You could read that sign if you wanted to. I'm just here to play sports ball, man. You pull out a pair of holoculars and read the sign through them. It says, if you can read this, your eyesight is 20/20. Rhett nods in approval. Way to be prepared. You pass. Come back next month, I'll put you on the roster. Cool. I was not done with that menu, thank you. So we can play sports ball, which is bravery and toughness and Annie friendship. We can do defense training, which is friendship with Annie and Vase, which makes sense. We can do lookout duty, which is still just friendship with Annie, but it does give us perception in animals. Or we can relax on the walls and make friends with Dis as normal. But we've no stress, so... I just wanted to have the option open, now that we have the ability to have the option open. Down the hill. No, down the hill is not the answer. Up the hill. All the way up the hill. Outside. That's right. And then this is expeditions. So the map has not changed. We still know what we know. The bestiary has changed. We have more things in the bestiary since we've discovered them. So the Squeeger Hive, the Xenoheval Nest Mother, mature female squeegers who've undergone metamorphosis into an immobile hive for the next generation. Secretes a sweet honey from their deep tunnel-like pores to feed their larvae, and an acid mist to protect them. A tripit. More vegetable than animal, but capable of a small amount of mobility and consciousness. Whistles through its pores to communicate with others. The Unisaur. Usually docile carnivorous reptilians, extremely dangerous when hungry. Feeds every 2 weeks, using its inner fangle mouth to pull in its prey like an eel. And the Vriki. Only mobile in its juvenile form, the Vriki is a curious and largely harmless creature with symbiotic fungal growths. At some point in its life cycle, the Vriki plants itself and begins a slow metamorphosis into a nursery tree, giving birth to hundreds of thousands of seed-like young, which is why we saw them on that tree. Then there's, of course, the float cow, the hop eye, and the manticore, as always. So those are the bestiary. We can explore nearby, survey the plains, or forage the valley. All events have respawned. So, what do we want skill-wise is really the question. Organizing and reasoning is high. They're not maxed out yet, but they're high. Do we want more social skills or more physical skills, really? There's foraging in the valley will give us perception and biology, but we've maxed out biology. Surveying the plains will give us perception in animals, which would combine well with spending time with our dad. Nerd. Perception is probably one of the best stats in the game, in my experience. No faceless in there, though, weirdly. No, the faceless, they don't have enough information on to put it in the bestiary, to be quite frank. And bravery and perception as well. I found the social skills were actually super helpful too. They balanced them really well, so every playstyle gets plenty of benefits. I'm not worried about playstyle so much as, like, we could just go about maxing out all of the mental skills and go full mental, but that does mean that we either have a class, or we are stuck in Geoponics lab. The Geoponics lab, the Xeno lab. So either way, it's fine. Just we get less out of the game if we just stick to the things. So I was thinking branching out to see more other things and give us a little bit more of a ability to do things. See more of the game. Perception at 100 gives an amazing buff. The social skills are super helpful, I mean in buffs. I see. Well, let's survey the plains then this month, and then we'll figure out what we do next. Or you could play the game 7 times like a real gamer. Who says I'm not a real gamer, Plague Doctor Man? You're here at my stream all the time. Telling me I'm not a real gamer? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Hey, Utopia. When you boarded the expedition's autobus this morning, you didn't know what to expect. It trundled you and the other surveyors a few clicks north to the Prosaic Plains, a high, flat area with cooler weather than your colony. You could barely control your excitement as you watched the landscape change. And now you're here. You're finally old enough for a real survey mission away from the colony. Ooh, we got a Plas Cutter. Plus 10 to combat, plus 2 to all physical challenges. You greet Chief Surveyor Utopia at the depot. This here's a Plas Cutter, she says, handing you one. It's a tool for cutting and heating things. You can use it to make a fire, cauterize wound, boil water. It cuts some materials pretty alright. You can use it for self-defense too, but I don't suggest it. Are we gonna be in danger? She makes a so-so motion with her hand. This is a quiet area, and what we're doing is not supposed to be in danger. We're just gonna be taking notes and pictures, keeping track of all the flora and fauna we see. Just don't touch anything unless I ask you to take a sample. Everything is potentially dangerous. We don't know much about what's out here, which is why we need surveyors, even youngins like you. Sorry, she goes southern for me. There may be more to do there. The game is designed so that you have a fair few things to do if you specialize. That's fair, Trav. The Prosaic Plains are a sparse region. You can assume from the name, you can see things from a long way off. Utopia sees you squinting at the horizon. And what are you gonna do if you see something coming for you? Try to pet it? Avoid it? Kill it? Yeah, trying to be close to Tangent. Well, you know, I was gunning for her, but then every flirt failed, so I don't know, maybe I will go after Rex. He's a golden retriever. I could do it. Maybe I will just go to Vase to spite you all. Opposites attract. I'll leave. Oh, Plague. You won't leave for long. I won't play this game forever either, so it'll be fine. Avoid it. Good, kid. Utopia approves, patting you on the back. We don't need any trouble. Dis joins you. He must have come on an earlier autobus. Ah, good, you're here, Utopia says, digging out another plas cutter for Dis. You two greenhorns are with me for the foreseeable future. Now, you don't gotta sniff each other's butts all the time out there, but I do expect y'all to be in yelling distance. Comms can get pretty spotty out here. You and Dis show knowing glances. You've both been sneaking out to explore long before you were officially allowed to. Yeah, we both done it. I did it at least once. Damn, you called my bluff. Plague Doctor Man. I know people. You gotta do at least one more playthrough. Them's the rules. Oh, is that how it is, Raptor Squeak? Well, we'll see. We shall see. Depends on what chat decides at the end of the run. Sometimes they want me to do it again because they want to see other things. Sometimes they're like, nah, we had enough. Utopia also hands you a surveying drone and shows you how to launch it. It'll automatically perform local scans of wherever you may go, though detailed scans still need to be done manually. When you return here to the depot, it'll upload its findings on to the HoloNet. Your job is to cover ground, see what's out there, and so long as it isn't dangerous, record it. She slaps you on the back. All right, team, don't get yourselves killed out there, okay? Okay, Utopia. All right, find the collectibles. Get them, get them, get them. Find the collectibles. Get them, get them, get them. Running, running, running along the path. Finding out what is gonna last. Seeing what we can see. Don't mind me. Drifts of spark snow make this area hard to pass through. Your feet keep sinking into it, and you have to work to get them free with every step. The only way forward here is through an especially deep area. Do we take a break and play in it? Ooh, shovel it out of the way or find another way around? Kleptomaniac. No, just I'm here to survey and take samples, Raptor. Legit kinda is the rule, though. The game picks up after the first run. Yeah, this game really does need to be played a second time. More is better, but at least twice. Okay, Trav. I'll take everyone's word for it. Plague Doctor, I am not a singer, so what, have you been listening to Screamo or something? Because, like, I'm not a singer. Samples takes a whole ass log with the full ecosystem. Look, it's just a mushwood log. It's fine. We're gonna play. We're gonna play in the snow, because heck yeah, let's go for that diamond card. And we only took a little bit of stress, because we have calm temperament and a hop eye gear. You make a snow buddy, or at least you try. The tiny blue crystals don't pack together very well, and the stuff quickly melts just from the heat of your body. The acidic snow gives you a hot, scratchy rash between your fingers. You probably should have worn gloves. You appraise your lumpy snow body. It looks a little sad. Maybe it just needs some accessories? With some twigs and grass and a weird kind of jelly you find seeping out of the ground, you give your buddy antlers and fur. You aren't sure what to call it, but you're proud all the same. Takes an entire tree. It's not the entire tree. It's just, you know, whatever fell over. It's fine. See, look, it's just a stick. It's just a stick. Okay, a sturdy mushwood log. But it's not the entire tree. Like, I didn't take the branches or anything. Dis, what's going on? Hey, Mayrin. Dis greets you cautiously as you pass on the narrow path. Hey, do you want to, want me to show you something? Dis almost never makes overtures of friendship. Whatever it is must be pretty cool. Okay, we could get super excited and scare him. We could go, nah, maybe later, because we're too cool for that, but we're gonna follow him. Like, this boy needs a friend. A stick to give to the goodest boy. Sure, Plague. Nod is always his option. Yes. He's a quiet emo boy. Being overly excited in his presence is like anathema to him. Like, I know better. I know better. You follow him for nearly half an hour. A couple of times he stops to listen for something, then continues onward, tromping through the fields of broad-topped mush trees and swaying antler ferns. After a while, you start to wonder if he's just lost. You're about to say something about it when he holds his hand up for silence and directs you to crawl under a huge mushroom. On the other side, you have a view down to one of the perfectly round ponds. Taking up most of it is an enormous Xeno, its legs deep underwater. It's a Benil, Dis tells you. They live in the swamps. You don't usually see them here. This one seems totally at home. It dips its long neck and even longer mouth into the pond, sucking up water from the bottom and spewing it out the top at the back of its head. The spray of the beautiful turquoise water sparkles in the sun. Tiny, colorful, bird-like creatures dart around it, catching the tiny fish that come spraying out. Oh, we are gonna sit here and watch this in silence together, because that is what Dis is hoping for. Asking him would not necessarily be the wrong answer, but we don't want to scare this scene away. We're definitely not going to be this asshole. Kill it while it's distracted. No. No. Heck yes. Friendship. You enjoy the pretty scene together. Is he now flirting with me? Has Dis decided to flirt with me? Maybe I want the emo boy now. Maybe I can be besties with his sister. Alright. That was fantastic. That was fantastic magical, even. Question mark. We could go for that question mark or that question mark, but it's the only way forward either way. Why not? You stop to watch a herd of shaggy, purple-furred animals slowly meander down a slope. You've never seen them before. An easy perception challenge. Let's go! This is not a mental challenge, so that one is not going to be any higher than 5. But this card gets +1. No gems, so we could do 4, 3, 2, which is 2 of a kind and a straight and a flush 3. Heck yeah, love that for me. Hydrate, sure, I will hydrate. Water is good. I would love to watch a big underwater Xeno with Dis. Dis is great. Romancing him was great. I still need to do an alternate romance with him for completionism. I haven't romanced him yet. Saving the best for, I don't know, midway through? Then maybe you should have done vase first. Plague. Alright, I think this is a pretty good score for round 1. Okay, not a social challenge, so her thing doesn't... This value is also wild. Nice. Love it. It's not a mental challenge, it's a physical challenge, so no gem cards here either. Okay. 6, 5, 4, 3. This is a straight. There's also a pair. There's also a flush. This is a pretty, like, considering the goal is 25 and I've gotten 24 after 2 rounds, I think we're good. Next round. there. Yep, that's what I thought. Best score. It could not find a better score than what I did. I'm just that good. Damn you, world! I did vase second, get him out of the way. May, you have a cruel and evil mouth. I do. See, okay. You guys, for those of you who know D&D, I am either lawful evil or neutral good. No one has really made the definitive decision on which it is, and it could fluctuate between, to be quite frank. So, yes, I am cruel and evil. Aren't there multiple romance endings for people, so you need to do those more than once too? Oh, Trav. Depend on the person and what lifestyle choices you make, so some you don't need to do again, some you will. Well, I super gold the crap out of this, so let's go. I am victorious. Perception 1, kudos. 1 as well. Done. The creature's fur is like grass, so they must be some kind of photosynthesis. An animal that gets part of their energy from the sun. You've heard of creatures like this, though you've never seen any for yourself. Your survey journal doesn't have any information on this particular species, so we have found a new species. Maybe. That would be cool. You decide to name them just in case. You look at them through your holoculars at maximum zoom. You can kind of make out that they have super long jaws, like a huge underbite. So we could call them a sunbasker, an underbiter, a herding sunbiter, or something else. So we have 3 options that the game has provided for us, and the something else is we get to make up a name. So what would we like the name to be? No, Plague Doctor Man, I am not going with Jim or Jerry. Think again. Try again. I'm not on the enlightenment table, not complex enough. Plague Doctor Man, you strike me as sort of a chaotic good, honestly. Ted? Todd? Herding Sunbiter? Trav at least is reasonable. Thank you kindly, May. That's very sweet. I'm a very sweet person. Again, lawful evil or neutral good. Sunbathing Todd. Raptor Squeak, that is a very reasonable compromise. You're not lawful evil. Okay, let's look at lawful evil, shall we? Someone who abides by a code of rules or laws, but who is capable of very horrible things. If they agree to something, they will follow through on it. Which means that they can act good, like a good person, because they are following their code of rules and laws, their own personal agreements. That does not make them not evil. It just makes them less likely to be insane. Neutral good. A person who does good things, but is neutral on the whole code of laws. You really don't know me well enough to know whether or not I follow a code of rules and laws, or if I'm just a particularly good person. I have been known to do bad things, Plague Doctor Man. I just generally don't. For my own reasons. Stop showing me dice that I can't have, beloved. Anyway. Not lawful. I agree with Raptor. I don't know. I just don't get that an evil vibe. Like suggesting romancing vase first. Exactly, Raptor. I can be evil. Okay, Raptor has a point. You might be evil. See? It's hard to tell. Lawful, evil, neutral, good. They both can act fairly similarly. It's very hard to tell which one I am at any point in time. And again, I've said, I might vacillate between the two. It's very hard. No, I don't even have a definitive answer on that, and it's my life. Just saying. Hurting Sunbiter is what I'm going with, though. That's why I think alignments are lame. They are limiting, Plague, but they are meant to be like a loose association at best. Their original use in Dungeons and Dragons specifically has long been past, and they really shouldn't be a thing in modern iterations, but they're, you know, it's a tradition now more than anything. And honestly, I play mostly in games where we talk about it as a haha funny thing and take not a single bit of it seriously. So I've broken free from the alignment chart. I'm chaotic stupid. I don't know you well enough to say that that's true or not, Raptor Squeak, but considering you are graduating from college in April, I'm gonna say no, you're chaotic Ushiny. That's my theory. People's emotions are too abstract to put into 9 categories. It's supposed to be a morality chart, not a emotional chart. Naming things is hard, so hurting Sunbiter will have to do. You log your discovery. Yay, we learned a thing, and then I can bypass this question mark if I want. So I'm gonna. I don't have to do them all. I'll do it later. Is there any collectibles? Any collectibles? No? Nothing? Nothing? Tra-la-la-la-la? If you know where that quote is from, you have learned a thing about me. Yes, medicinal roots. More friendship. I mean, what is culturally acceptable morality depends on even what country or what culture or what subculture you're a part of to some extent. So yeah, the alignment chart for D&D is very, very basic and very, very not true to life. But it is supposed to be fantasy, so. Even God's silliest soldiers obtain degrees, so they may enact righteous tomfoolery upon this giggly world. Fair point, Raptor Squeak. It isn't that the idiots can't obtain college degrees, it's just that they're all idiots. Morals/ethics, but earlier good and evil were cosmic forces and you signed up with one of them for bennies. Yeah, Trav. Alright. One of your jobs as a surveyor is to document the flora and fauna through photographs. You've spotted some kind of baby photosynth, all shaggy purple fur with leaves growing out of its head. It's grazing up on top of a large mushroom cap. You've got a camera built into your hollow palm, but it's not equipped to capture different shots like this. You'll need to put in the work. So, do we find a good angle, which is an easy perception challenge? Do we try to get close, which is an easy animals challenge? Or do we find something else? Animals is at 33, perception is at 30, so actually they're comparatively skilled. Do we want to look at the thing, or do we want to get close to the thing? Chat, which challenge should I take? I will leave it up to you guys. Evil offers cookies and a comprehensive dental plan. I offered neither of those things. Not all evil is willing to bribe with those things. My bribery is in love and care and paying attention to the things you tell me. Close. Eat. Animals. You might get a new pet. I like pets. Try to get close it is. Alright, we don't have any gems. +2 to all other... Yes. 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 Unfortunately, playing sports ball is screwing me here. What if I do this? That's even better. I had to think about it. And cookies? Yes, cookies are loved too. Cookies are very much love. When was the last time I baked cookies? Or bought them, for that matter. I don't know. That's how long it's been. Just saying. A 21 for this round. Pretty good. No flush bonus, but this is still pretty good. Yeah, I think this is the best I can do. I mean, I could use other cards, but I want them for other rounds, so here we go. Still no gem cards. Bullshittery. Well, six, 5, 4. +2 to cards with gems, +2 for each gem on other cards, +1 for each gem on other cards. This one. Alright, I've gold it, but I still have another round. We have a straight and a flush and a lot of bonus for a flush, and this one will come back. So, and these are both 4s, so that's fabulous. Next round. Gem. Yes. Gem. 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 What if I do this and then this? This is a wild value, but I could do this for that. I mean, it's super gold any way we go about it. We could also do this. Is that better? No, this one's better. Okay. That was easy. Yep, basically that. I have the best score. I'm good at this game. Hey, Mr. Scrake, welcome in. Thank you for the lurk. I hope you are well. A nice warm cookie would be a vibe right now. Oh, yeah. It would be a vibe. I could go for cookies. It's called an easy task for a reason, May. Oh, and by the way... Animals and kudos. You cautiously crawl up beside your subject, raising your hollow palm to get the best close-up possible. Oh no, stress. Kudos. Perception. We got perception and animals from that. Ouch! Just as the camera takes the photo, your subject bites you on the finger. Arg! You hope it's not venomous. On the bright side, you got the shot. Ew. Mean. I named my plague doctor after you, not the Vestal. Do I give you a plague doctor vibe? Like, I have plague doctor man in my chat. I'm a Vestal kind of girl, I'm just saying. Alright, we got a crystal over here, so friendship with Mars. Give me the mushlog. Give me the mushlog. Alright, we will see about this creature, though. Hey, Dis! No, but Vestal was taken. You're clearly leper. And PD is still a healer, so... That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. I'm not gonna complain, Mr. Scrake. I'm honored that you would put me in your game at all. Mr. Scrake is the flagellant for the girlfriend. Dis, my sweetheart, what's going on? Yeah, we're all Darkest Dungeon fans here. And Mr. Scrake, if you didn't know, Raptor Squeak has modded Darkest Dungeon 2, has made mods for Darkest Dungeon 2. So if you're at all interested in Darkest Dungeon 2, hit up Mr. Scrake for his mods. I have not yet tried them. I am going to this year, but I have not yet tried them. So you can check them out even before me if you'd like. You almost bump into Dis. He's being so still and quiet, hunched over and looking down a little knoll. He shushes you and points. Don't scare them. You follow his finger and see what looks like a bush shaking violently. 2 bushes, actually, at opposite ends of a clearing. They're bush bubs, he says, fighting over territory. You look more closely through your holoculars. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, those boulders are alive. Um, Neat. I hope it's bloody. Gross. I hope they don't hurt each other. Oh, this is definitely some sort of, like, display. How do you know that? Shout and scare them. No. This is definitely some sort of display. Whether it's mating or territory, it's fine. Raptor Squeak? I'm gonna be honest with you. I ran into Darkest Dungeon on another streamer's stream. They stream at a very different time slot than me. Larenstrad, great streamer. Love. I miss his streams because I can no longer catch them, but that's where I got into the original Darkest Dungeon. I didn't think the game would be for me either, and then I played it, and actually, it's great. Darkest Dungeon 2 is actually both the same and very different from the original game. There are some things at the original Darkest Dungeon that I like more, and some things from the new Darkest Dungeon 2 that I like more, so, like, your mileage may vary there, but the fact that Mr. Scrake found me playing Darkest Dungeon 2 and stuck around is kind of awesome. So, yeah, he made rework mods for some things. I'm just too casual to handle DD1 well. It's got a learning curve. There's definitely a learning curve there, but honestly, Raptor, the only way I finished Darkest Dungeon 1 was on stream. Like, I was compelled by my chat to finish it, even though it is kind of a grind. I wouldn't have finished it either. I had played it prior to streaming, and oh god, I never got very far, but like, the streaming did push me through, so I can understand that. You found me there as well. Yes, Plague Doctor Man, you found me playing Darkest Dungeon 2 as well. And now you're one of my favorite people on this website. Aw. Now you got me blushing, Plague. Stop it. I'm just me. Goodness. I'm gonna say, how do you know that? Diz shrugs. If you're quiet, you see them a lot. Aw. Friendship. Animals. And a memory. +2 to physical red cards to the right. That's cool. That's a cool card. I like that. You watch the two creatures face off, rhythmically wrestling the leaves that grow out of their heads and backs. Their gangly branch-like antennae swing over their heads as they rear up to their full heights. Even from afar away, they look imposing, like agile boulders. One goes, then the other. They watch each other carefully, alternating and repeating the other's motions, trying to outdo each other. Oh, it's a dance-off. I love this. Ultimately, the smaller, more graceful one seems to be declared the winner. The loser plops back down and shuffles away into the jungle, defeated. It was a dance-off, all right. Heck yeah. I'm a regular charmer. I'm just easily flustered by praise, so, you know. You guys! I love that. I love that you stayed because that you like me, but I never, it's wild. I have no idea how to handle that. The praise, oh god, the praise. I might die. Hey, we're gonna run into them again over here. You're crossing the clearing when you hear a terrible cracking, pounding sound. A bush bub bursts through the tree line, barreling straight towards you. Whatever's making the bush bub run, you're pretty sure you don't want to be on the business end of it. Do we run like hell or bravely stand our ground? Well, it's an easy bravery challenge for our bravery. So we're gonna stand our ground because we ain't afraid of no bush bub. Less stress. We love less stress. It's we might save it for when we have cards that need gems. Let's see what we can do here. 5. We have 2 of these for 3. That's a straight, a pair, and a flush. Yes, yes, yes. 25 is pretty good. I meant that as in I charm regularly. That's fair. There you go, May. Inspiring cry. Aw, Mr. Scrake. I came for Exocolonist, stayed because of chill and welcoming. Cool streamers be amazing. Aw, Raptor. You haven't been here for very long, but you have been wonderful every time you're here, so thank you for sticking around. I appreciate it. I will go on to play other games later, but we're here now. Alright, we finally have cards that are affected by gems, so this is good. We can do this. Then we can do this. Then we can do this. This is not a mental challenge, so we can also do... No. This, and then this. And get that flush in there. We could even do dish. Even. For a pair on top of it. The goal is only a 22 right now, so, like, we're gonna hit it in round 3. No prob. Next round. Fabulous. Okay, well. 6. 5. 4. 3. But unfortunately, that's not gonna stick. That's fine. This is still a super goal. And less stress. So, we could have gotten 5 kudos if the total equaled the goal, but we're super goaling this shit, so meh. So yeah, I have a 3 for a straight, a 2 for a pair, a 2 for another pair, another straight, a flush, and another flush. Like, I just went for all the points, please. At least I'm told I don't have a very good opinion of myself, but according to others, I'm very charming, which, you know, that's neat, I guess. Two straights. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Yes, count. I know my Sesame Street as well. So we got 5 less stress from our calm temperament and card. We got some bravery. We got some kudos. Let's go. The creature pounds past you, a powerful stone-like gorilla arm smashing the ground. It doesn't even seem to see you and goes around you without even looking at you. You look around, but there's no sign of whatever motivated the bush bub to run so fast. At least, that's something to be grateful about. Well, onward. 2 more mush logs. Give me more mush wood. Alright, I have the path one and I have the not path one, and I have a feeling that most of the not path ones are disrelated, so let's go. You've stopped to admire a light glinting off the water of a shallow circular lake when you notice some strange rocks near your feet. They're pink and red, bobbing in the shallow water on the shore. The rocks are flashing golden yellow. This one, then that one, then a pause, then that one, then the first one again. You thought it was reflecting sunlight at first, but no. The rocks themselves are glowing. Do we touch a random rock? Do we repeat the pattern? Do we pick up the rock, or do we leave the weird rocks? What do we want to do with the strange flashing rocks in the water? They're probably not rocks, let's be honest. 2! Pattern! Repeat! Okay, well, play the rhythm game! Okay. Me and Trav are on the same wavelength, obviously, and so is the rest of chat. So, since we all agree, repeat the pattern it is. Heck yeah, empathy! I didn't realize I could get empathy out here. Crazy. You play a memory game with them, touching the stones and the pattern they give you. You feel emotions coming from the rocks. Affection, interest, gratefulness. Somehow you understand. They like the contact. Are they creatures or rocks? Sometimes the lines between the two can be blurry, on Vertumna. They can't move, but learn about the world from creatures who pass by and touch them. Like the way animals rub to leave their scent, these rocks entice animals to play with them and leave information about the world. You get the sense they're excited for your new scent. To what end, you don't know. I wanted to take them home. Maybe they can't live outside of water, but oh my god, they were cool. They were so cool. Not a new thing. Definitely another mushwood log. Please and thank you, give. Okay, another one of those guys. What else we got here? Nothing. Nothing. Tra la 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 la. Okay. We are pretty stressed out, so basically the next challenge will be the last one we can do on this map, or we could go back now. Like, I just have to hit the home button. But I'm gonna do it. More logs for my king. I love the silly rocks. Take only pictures, leave only footprints, leave no trace. They probably could not have lived outside of the puddle. We'll leave them. But, like, they were cool, and I would have put one in my pocket and been happy. Something big suddenly bursts out from the jungle and scampers across the path in front of you. It looks like a miniature landslide, bush-covered stone being pulled forward by powerful arms. It's a bush bub, and hot on its heels is a second, smaller one. These slow, thoughtful creatures are rarely so full of energy. They charge back and forth across the path, as you wisely keep your distance from the powerful animals. But for all the crashing and stomping they're doing, they don't actually seem to be angry. You'd swear they're actually being playful. We are not attacking them. This is not something we're doing. We're just gonna get closer to watch, because we are not stupid. Could have stole them away from the home, I get it. I would... Look, they are sentient enough to communicate with me in a manner. I would attempt to communicate that I would love to bring them with me and give them new experiences and have many more people give them information. And if they said no, I would leave them. But, like, yeah, my inner scout always comes out for nature. We leave it pretty so everyone else gets to enjoy pretty too. I would take one or two, maybe, and then I would, you know, probably end up having to put them back later. Meeting a lot of bush bubs today. Maybe you'll get a dance off sometime. I don't know. We're just gonna watch. They seem to be playing a game of tag. When the chaser catches up to the runner, they reverse roles. They do it with such gusto that the surrounding underbush is completely crushed in a wide circle. An almost perfect circle. Then, all at once, the first one crouches down on the path and tucks its arms and head under the bushes on its back. You'd swear it was just a rock now. The second one circles the first several times, sniffing, then crouches in the same position. Now might be your chance to get past them. Oh no, this is a mating dance of some sort, and I'm gonna watch. In perfect sync, the two creatures slowly stretch out and up, revealing their rocky bodies and reaching their surprisingly long necks up to the sky. They begin to shake their bushes and rattle their antlers in rhythm with each other as they stomp slowly around the clearing they've made. You think they're dancing. The intensity of the dance increases. They're both shaking their backs so hard that some of their branches and fruit are flying loose. Instinctively, you reach out to grab a piece of fruit. At that moment, the dancers shift and... Uh-oh. Youch! One of them steps on your hand with the full force of its massive body. You let out a cry of pain and clutch your hand to your chest. Oh, that looks bad. The two creatures had been so intent on each other that they hadn't noticed you there. They're so startled and perhaps embarrassed that they take off running in the opposite directions. Well, that was weird. Aw, they were in love. Time to go home. So we got 3 perception, 1 animals, friendship with Dis out of all of that at the end. I mean, we got more than that, but our perception is up now. Our bravery is up a little bit. We even got an empathy bump from all of that, so not bad. It is now mid-pollen. Man, that month took a while to get through. I talked to you guys way too much, but it was fantastic. We are stressed, but we've made friends. Our lowest friend is now Vase. We're making friends with everybody else. Tangent is nearly maxed, though. So, we're back in the colony. Is there collectible out here? No. I have collected them all. You find Dis sitting in the mouth of one of the wall's drainage sewers. In wet season, excess rainwater is diverted out here so it doesn't flood inside the walls. In the meantime, it looks like Dis has set up a little base here with pillows and a stash of snacks. His alien communication device hisses with static. He looks up from his holoscreen as you pop your head inside the drain. Hey, Mayron, he says quietly before going back to the game he'd been playing. What are you playing? You haven't heard of it, he says without looking up. I made it myself. You squeeze into the narrow drain and sit down next to Dis. On his holopad is a picture of Mars, and you watch him drag a match from the sidebar and drop it on her face. Little animated flames wiggle over the picture, leaving parts of it looking charred. It's pretty crude, but you think you get the point. Where'd you learn how to do that? It's pretty simple, Dis says. The light from his holo screen reflects in his eyes as he looks at you in the gloom. People on Earth used to make this kind of stuff all the time, and I have a lot of time to learn new things. What happened with Mars? Dis shrugs. Same thing that always happens, he says. He resets the game, then drags a bomb from the sidebar onto the picture of Mars. It explodes, and the picture disintegrates. She booked my name down for every appointment with the nanoprinter because she thinks my clothes are always torn up and dirty all the time, he continues. So I got in trouble for wasting resources. I tried to tell him it was her, but Mars never gets in trouble. Everyone likes her, he mumbles. But it's fine. I don't need anyone to like me. I don't care if they hate me. I hate them. Oh, I see. Dis goes back to playing his game, content not to talk to you. I want to try. Sure, Dis replies. He links his holopalm to yours, and you feel the haptics pulse as the game files transfer. You open the game and are presented with an option. Whose picture do you choose? Mars or Annie? Who do we hate? Sadly, Vase is not on this list. He absolutely should be. He's kind of an ass, but he isn't on this list. Who do we pick, guys? Who do we dislike the most? I understand his pain of being bullied. I was too, but damn, bro, hatred is so wasteful. I have no time to be hateful. Dis, from what little I know of Dis, I don't have that option, boys. Pick again from the options I have. Trav at the very least says Mars. From what I understand of Dis's experience so far is that everyone ignores him, including his sister, although she doesn't mean to. Nobody listens to him. The way he dresses and acts makes everyone discount him. They either think he should be smarter than he is, or they think he's stupider than he is. And very few people actually pay attention to him in the ways that make him feel better about himself. So Dis is ostracized and alone and angry about it. And my heart breaks over this poor emo boy. Mars and Nem are both cool. They should let us choose Lum or Vase. Dis seems to hate not only everyone around him, but also himself most of all, at least from what I can see. Yeah. He definitely needs a friend. Both him and his sister are suffering from, I think, some form of dysmorphia, possibly, as well. Whereas Tangent went and was like, no, I'm a girl, and went and figured that out. Dis is like, I'm not even human. I don't know what I am, but I'm not human. So... Also, the hell are they on about his style is peak? I know. He looks so cool. Mars is legit a good person when you get to know her. Her augment really screwed up her early social interactions. Mars uses arrogance to cover insecurity. She desperately wants to be a popular girl, but because she is so desperate for it, she puts people off. She thinks that she's in charge or that she knows best, and she is using that to cover the fact that she's questioning everything all the time. What Marzipan is very clear to me. I still do not appreciate those kind of people. They're shallow in ways that if they had just been a bit more honest and upfront about, she could have avoided so much shit. But she literally can't feel shame, so. Yeah. And Annie is, or at least she was, at least in the early game. She isn't anymore because her brother died, but Annie is an upbeat, friendly sports girl. She's just sporty spice. She's just a sporty, girl, and she's out to protect the world, and she wants to be big and strong like her brother was, and I get her. Like, Annie is fine. Yeah, no, her. I don't know what her augment is in this playthrough, but if that is the truth, guys, man, did she choose a bad one. And granted, she thought it would be great. She'd never have to be embarrassed by her insecurities again. It's definitely something. Yeah, parents, man. What can you do? I know Dis's augment. I also think it's a very bad one. I don't know his augment. I don't know. He likes medicinal roots, though. That's what we know. We're gonna go with Mars. Definitely Mars in this case, because both of us don't like... As the version of Mayrin that I'm playing, both of us are not hugely into Mars. As much as we have less friendship with Annie, Mars is definitely not our vibe. There was a Reddit post I saw that I really took to heart. The augments are chosen by the parents in the way that they hope to fix their wrongdoings or shame for their kids. I believe that 100%, Raptor. The fact that at the beginning of the game we get to choose what augment we have, or whether we have one at all, is a privilege that the rest of the characters in this game do not get. So, yeah. You load up a picture of Mars. Screw her. She's so bossy and mean. Dis is right. She's the worst. Our rebellion went up just a smidge, but our friendship with Dis also went up, so... Hell yeah. You drag a knife from the toolbox onto the picture. Thunk! Right through the face. It feels good. In a weird way. You probably shouldn't think about that too hard. You spend a few hours letting off steam with Dis, loading different pictures of your classmates and commiserating about life in the colony. After a while, he even starts to smile a little bit. I don't really want to hurt anyone, Dis confides in you. Sometimes it feels like I have so many angry thoughts inside my head that there's no room for anything else. He turns off his hollow palm and looks down at his hands. Even if it makes me feel kind of gross after, it's better than feeling numb. This whole interaction, I'm gonna go a little bit philosophical, or perhaps psychological here, but like, he is choosing to, instead of lash out at the people around him, find a non-hurtful way to get out the anger that he is experiencing. He created a game that was not meant to hurt anyone so that he could do something about how he felt without hurting anyone. Like, the reason why people enjoy violent games is not because they themselves want to be violent. It's because they themselves have some urge to be violent and want to find an alternative way to, express that without hurting anyone. So, your first-person shooters, your war games, your dungeon crawlers, your attack, the Dark Urge from Baldur's Gate 3, those sorts of characters or simulations or games are very, very, very much about trying to express the emotions and the needs that you have to lash out at other people in a way that doesn't hurt anyone. Now, would Mars absolutely be angry about the fact that there's a game where her picture is being wrecked in a multitude of ways? Sure. But it is not meant to actually be a way to hurt Mars. It is meant to be a private expression of his pain and his anger and his need to get all of that out of his system. And I feel like him making this little stupid game is absolutely the best way he could have gone about that. So even if this feels bad man, it's not a feels bad man in a way that should be like, oh my god, I can't believe he did that. It's definitely a, you know, he is trying to express himself without anyone getting hurt. Vase's augment really sent that augment home for me. Heartbreaking to see he's just part of the cycle his parents perpetuated. Dis, my sweet boy, I understand you so well. I found the list of their augments. Some people are so screwed by what they have. I understand Annie's bitching now. Cal has the best, I think. Cal's could still have unintended consequences later in life, though. True. They're a messed up set of enhancements. That's 100% it. He doesn't want other people to be hurt because of him. Yeah. I don't think any of the augments are necessarily great. We now have 2 of them, though. We took that route. Yes, I know I need time off, but let's do his normal. Everything dies, Dis says, plucking at some dead grass and blowing it away in the wind. Plants, people, civilization, even this entire planet's gonna die. In a long enough timeline. He dusts his hands off and rests his chin on his knees. Why even bother fighting it? Why try to do anything at all? Oh, hun. Life needs things to live. I'm sorry. That is still the truth. Alright, we have... Down the hill, please. May. Let's go talk to Dad. How's Dad doing? Your dad is doing some maintenance on your mom. Oh no, we've already talked about Mom's garden. Thanks, Dad. I would help you with the animals, but I haven't raised my skill up that much. Sorry. Mars? Mars is poring over a real book with real paper. You crowd around to take a look at it. This belongs to that new kid, Nami Nami? Mars says, lilting her voice like a question. I told them I was looking for someone to draw designs for my new fashion line, and they just handed me this. The book is filled with character designs, giant robots, and pictures of characters kissing. It's so good, Mars says, turning the pages. This is what we need here. People with talent. Well, at least you appreciate Nami Nami for her art. Mars. She likes the pretty crystals. We've talked to you. Annie. You and Annie watch a unit of Helios soldiers jog by, with Vase in the lead. Did you see that guy? She says when they're out of earshot. He's kind of hot, right? Oh no. Oh girl. He's gonna break your heart. Annie, no. As someone who has had dark impulses and really bad depression, especially in my teens, I completely get it. I feel like Soul gets the only options of good augments that don't seem to be having negative effects. Well, your parents rule, at least, more than a lot of the others. Annie, no. Yeah, Annie, no. You spot Vase talking to a small group of other soldiers, and you walk over to see what's going on. Vase gives you a cool look as you approach. If you're looking for Rex, you're not going to find him here, he says, and the other soldiers snicker like they're sharing some sort of private joke. You should try out back, or maybe the personal quarters. I came to say hi to you, dumbass. Well, I can't challenge him to anything, so I'm not gonna. Alright, Rex. Time for hugs. I needed it after that guy. That's why I saved him. Rex is still not used to things, so I'm coming in for another hug. Rex meets your hug with just as much enthusiasm as before, lifting you off your feet. More hugs. Heck yeah. Alright, Nami Nami. It's so cool you guys have people who aren't boys or girls too, Nami says, twisting a long piece of their hair around their finger. Mom and Dad told me that sometimes people on Earth didn't understand stuff like that, and your ship left Earth before us, so maybe it was even worse then. They give you a bright smile. But they were worried for nothing. Everyone's so nice here. Wow. You are so positive. Whatever your augment is must be crazy. Cal! Our laid-back, chill bestie from childhood. Cal is kicking a small beanbag into the air, trying not to let it touch the ground. He's not very successful. That new kid, the dog boy Rex, showed me how to play this, he says, groaning as the beanbag hits the ground again. It's a lot harder than it looks. But it's good for you, Cal. I'm glad you are making friends. He was the bestie we chose at the very beginning. It obviously did not stay that way, considering, but yeah. He's no longer the bestie. That's Tangent. Tangent is our bestie. Ooh, and she's got things. Tangent is about to duck back into engineering when you approach. She winces and shields her eyes from the sun. She looks at you miserably, and you notice that her right eye is glowing faintly. It's my new hollow eye implant, Tange says. Its ghostly glow snaps in and out of existence as she blinks. I seem to be experiencing some unpleasant side effects from it, similar to that of an ocular migraine, Tange confesses. Instance warned me that this level of visual information can be difficult for the human brain to comprehend at first. You agree to follow her into engineering to get out of the sun. It's similar to a hollow palm, she explains, still holding her forehead and squinting, but with an infinitely large screen because it projects it directly into the oculus. It used to belong to Dr. Instance, but she passed it down to me to help with my work. Oh boy. Well, telling her to take it out will not make her happy, so definitely we will say that she's probably going to get used to it soon. Give the boy a stick, please. He needs his stick. When is his birthday, Plague? Then I'll give him a stick. It's probably peppy. Really love that you can be fluid in both sex and identity in the game too, just choosing for yourself whenever you want, even down to minute details. Yeah, I like that too. I mean, I chose to be a tomboy, she, her, because I am a tomboy, she, her. Like, I'm not a girly girl, but I am a girl. Let's put it that way. I need my t-shirt and jeans, you guys, okay? Rex was born in early pollen. Well, we're in mid-pollen now, so I cannot give him a birthday present. If you told me earlier. I'm sure you'll get used to it soon, Tangent. Tange sets her jaw and nods, determined. I know I will. It's only pain. It's more than an implant, Tange continues as you follow her to the Medbay labs. Hollow eyes are on the very forefront of human augmentation. They represent our next step towards ascending as a species. She touches the red scar where her hollow palm used to be. No more clunky screens, no privacy concerns, she says quietly. Elegant, integrated design. It observes the motion of my hands and uses it to generate an AR interface for my entire field of vision. It's partly powered by my own metabolism, though the magnets embedded in my skull. Through the magnets embedded in my skull. It's beautiful. She does want to become an AI, you guys. Like, she would be happy to be a cyborg. Or even less human than that, honestly. Nobody here else has a birthday during the rest of pollen. But that may just be me swooning over the silly dog boy. Yeah, you are definitely in full swoon playing Dr. Man. Damn, May, sounds like you would have been total besties with my late older sister. She too was a tomboyish girl, always in jeans and a t-shirt. Wait. Oh, wait. They ain't here. I miss Tammy. I miss Tammy too, and I only knew her for a very short period of time, Raptor. She was the sweetest of sweet, and I did not save her, and it's sad. Winter Fairy, surprisingly, when it comes to women, it's hit or miss. Either we're besties or you hate me. Like, there is no in between. Which is why it's very difficult to date women for me, even as a disaster bi. Like, they either adore me or can't stand me. Usually I'm, like, immediately friend-zoned. It's wild. I am apparently nice enough to have around, not nice enough to date. I don't know what it is. But the boys like me. So, there we go. That's... I've picked out a couple of them. My tastes have not always been the best for me. I have a worrisome ex-boyfriend who I don't worry about anymore, but like he was a problem for a period of time, and I have an ex-husband, so there you go. I find myself attracted to men more than women ever, though I'm pan. I mean, that's fair, Plague. Like, I'm attracted to all kinds of people, but when it comes to girls, I cannot get myself a girlfriend to save my life. My sister was bi. She never fucking told anyone. There are many secrets she took to the grave. Oh, I'm so sorry that you've lost your sister, Mooner Fairy, but she sounds amazing. And I'm glad you have good memories of her. And I only just realized that I'm bi back in November of 2020. I mean... bisexuality and pansexuality have a lot in common. I prefer people to pick a gender. Just pick one, please. One or the other. Like, I don't have any problem with aro, ace, gender fluid people generally, but when it comes to what I'm attracted to, pick one. A gender. Not even, like, my bisexuality, I suppose, runs closer to pan these days because I'm a personality person, but, like, definitively something. Please pick something. Stick with it. So gender fluid people are great friends, but they're difficult to be attracted to because they're constantly in flux. I can't. Nothing against them. I personally, I just can't. But they're fabulous people, believe you me. But yeah, I've never been straight. I could not do it. Women are gorgeous. Men are hot. Like, people are amazing. I don't identify wholly as pan, but I am more of a pan-leaning bisexual, I suppose you could say, because of the personality thing. So, I just cannot. Yeah, no, figuring out what you're into is a lifelong journey. I normally identify as a man, and people almost always call me a man. I am just fine with any gender. So I could they, them, you all day, and you'd be happy. Mr. Scrake is straight. And that's valid, Mr. Scrake. Don't feel like you are not wanted here because you're straight. Be straight. Be happy being straight. If that's what makes you happy, I'm happy for you. Just know that the rest of us are a little bit crazier. We're all crazy here. But the good kind of crazy. The kind of crazy that makes life interesting. Well, Plague, I will try to keep that in mind. But I think you're a wonderful person, so there's all the respect in the world for that. Me when booba. I mean, that's fair. Nobody else is here. You hear the gentle hum of experiments running in the corner. This kind of technology is so far beyond what we're capable of reproducing in the colony, Tange sighs, rubbing her temple under the implant. Once they're gone, they're gone. Maybe Earth will send us a shipment of new ones someday, but I expect they've developed something more advanced since we left Earth. I suppose it's more likely they've forgotten about us completely. Well, with the Helios crew here, I don't think that's quite exactly true, but... Uh-oh. Burn, burn. The quiet hum of the laboratory is shattered by an alarm. Tange jumps at the sudden noise and shuts her eyes tight. I have to guess this, she mutters, gesturing in the air to silence the ringing. The simulation I'm running is time sensitive, she explains. The specimens require minute changes to their environment every 2 hours. Temperature, humidity, light levels. She grimaces. If we had better automations, wouldn't be a problem. Well, we have biology over 41, so we could do it. We have reasoning over 41, so we can help with the migraine if she wants. Do we do the experiment for her, or do we help her with the migraine so she can get back to work? I can be very sweet, Plague. I'm glad you think I'm wonderful too. I'm glad Raptor thinks it the same. I do wonder whether the Helios were running from something. Maybe Earth didn't like them either. They're either running from something or they're running to something. Nah, I think Earth sent them here to get us and colonize under Earth rule. Our biology is great. I mean, it is maxed. Our reasoning is not, but it is like legitimately higher than 41. All right, we'll do the experiment for her so that she can take her time adjusting. Hey, Bramble, welcome in. I'd say help with the migraine because migraines, even if you help with the experiment. I just think that time, like her brain is having to relearn how to deal with the amount of information it's having to process. So helping with the migraine is more just like tricking her brain into not noticing the pain signals it's going through is really all that it is. I think if we just help her do this experiment a little bit so she has the time to adjust, is probably for the best. So I could do it. Tangent considers this. Yes, you have proven yourself trustworthy in the lab, she says. It's experiment 2A on the wall there. She slumps down on the floor beside you, resting her head in her arms. Go tell me what you see and I will walk you through it. With Tange's existence, you set the new environmental parameters for her experiment, which seem to involve fungal growths of some kind. It's unfamiliar to you, but you're able to follow Tange's instructions easily. While you're looking over some of the specimens, you realize that you could make improvements on Tange's modeling. Okay. This is a very serious, particular choice, because earlier in this game, when Tangent went and improved upon somebody else's experiment without their okay, she got in trouble. Big trouble. Granted, we were a few years younger at the time, but she got in trouble. We could improve on Tange's experiment, but do we dare to? Plague Doctor, who has played the game before, says dare. Why, oh why is there not a tell her your ideas option? I don't know, Bramble. I mean, it could be that if we improve Tange's experiment, the fluff text will say, we explain what we want to do to Tange and she okays it. But still, do not fuck with someone's experiment ever, even if it can be improved on. It's no longer working in a reliable fashion. Like, exactly, Trav. That's exactly what Tangent got in trouble with in the first place. Because you're a stupid teen who doesn't think things. Excuse me, my reasoning is high enough to know better. I may be 15, but I'm not stupid. Don't get me started. I don't want to repeat Tangent's mistakes. You're not wrong, Bramble, but I also have, like, engineering and biology maxed, so I know scientific procedure very well. Joke's on you, Raptor Squeak. It's quite possible that psychologically, whatever the type of person we are at the end of our teen years is the person we are for life. If you did not like yourself as a teenager, you will be trying to change those mistakes for the rest of it. I'm just gonna return to Tange because I'm not stupid. You think better of messing with Tange's experiment. Tange breathes a sigh of relief when you return. That should buy me 2 more hours. Tangent shifts over wordlessly, inviting you to sit down beside her. Her arm is cool to the touch as it rests against yours. Tange turns to you. Thank you for your assistance. The need to flirt with Tangent is so strong. She's going to not like it, but I want to just be like, let me take care of you. Please, girl, let me take care of you. Bestie, please, let me help. I know you don't need no one. But please, for the love of you being in pain, I cannot handle it. I want to help you. I'm flirting. She let me flirt with her. There was no negatives. What? Is this the turning point? Did the hormones finally kick in? Please, I'll give my left kidney just to flirt with her, damn it. I don't need your left kidney, Plague. I don't need it. I wouldn't know what to do with it. I don't have any black market connections. It would be useless to me. Just the right one. I'll give it anyway. Tange gives you a slight smile, barely visible in the faint glow of her hollow eye. People always tell me I should take better care of myself, she says, and they're right, because when other people try to take care of me, they usually get it wrong. Only I know what I need. But you helped, Tange says. Thank you. Please don't tell Instance that my body is adjusting poorly to the hollow eye, she adds. It's only temporary. The stupid flesh prison is not allowed to draw the limits of my form. In before Tange starts spreading the word of the Messiah. Yeah, she has a jealousy love affair with congruence, unfortunately. She wants to be an AI so bad because her biology is less wrong than what it started as, but still wrong, is in her opinion. We love her so. Tange looks as if she hasn't shed a tear since the day she was born. The engineering wing escaped the attack, relatively unscathed, she says. We still have power and shelter, but more importantly, we have our knowledge. She nods, resolute. If anything can get us out of this dire situation, it will be technology. Well, it's not her birthday, but I have 6 of these bad boys. She likes flowers. But see, here's the thing. If I flirt with her now, it's probably gonna be +2 then -2. Being a robot sounds rad, not gonna lie. Your mileage may vary on the robot. I'm gonna do it anyway. She didn't give me minuses. Like, she still doesn't want me to say that, but she didn't give me minuses this time. No possible way it goes wrong. It absolutely will go wrong. I love her, though. She's wonderful. Who have we not talked to yet? I've lost track. Did we talk to Vance? Did we talk to Vase? Did we talk to this asshole? Yep, we sure did. Oh look, it's Rex's little friend, Vase says, crossing his arms. Go on. Impress me then. Why should I care about what you have to say? What is he like? See, Plague, It's not that she's pretty. It's that her mind is so big that I just want to roll around in it and listen to her talk. I mean, yes, she is absolutely like red flags about becoming an AI, but I like her big brain. I'm into smart people. Winterberry, please be safe getting your munchkin from the bus and give both your munchkins all of mine and chat's love. I 100% know that. I do too. She is also very pretty though. I mean, yeah, I'm not saying that she's not an aesthetic. She absolutely is. She's a vibe, but it's not her prettiness that attracts me. What is he like? What is his thing? I'm asking. I should figure it out for myself, but oh, he likes cake. Screw that. I'm not gonna buy him cake. Do smart people include smart asses? Because some asses are genuine asses. I do like a sassy person. I do like the sass and the sarcasm. I have some very sarcastic friends that some people do not get along with, but the right kind of smartass is definitely a type of smart. The wrong kind of smartass, I do not have time in my schedule for. Part of being British, I guess. You Brits have a very dry kind of sarcasm. I like it though, so. He likes cake? Lame. Hey, Annie. Hey, Marin. We know what she likes. It's not her birthday. I give birthday presents. Means I'm gonna have to buy cake once a year. Jeez Louise. Dis stands at the mouth of his drainage sewer hideout, his arms crossed as he studies it from the outside. Do you think they got in this way? He asked quietly. There's a grate further in. I haven't gone in there to check yet. Mars surveys the construction work on the new walls with a critical eye. This is great and all, she says, but did you notice we have, like, a total power vacuum at the top here? Like, who's in charge? The council are just a bunch of scared adults, like everyone else. If the Helio people wanted, they could control this colony. Mars clenches her fist. The colony should be under colony governance, not some outsider. Well, I wouldn't go telling Lum that. Mars. Good luck with that. I feel like I need a hug. Thank you, Rex. Nami is lying flat on their back, looking up at the sky. It goes on forever, they exclaim, waving their arms. There's no ceiling at all. I feel like I'm gonna float right off the surface of the planet. Oh my goodness, you're adorable. And terrifyingly so. Cal, please, down to earth. Thank you. You pass a group of soldiers from the heliopause, leaving the garden. One of them eyes you with disdain, but the rest ignore you. Inside, Cal is scowling as he rakes up a planting bed. His expression softens when he sees you, but not by much. Hey, Marin, he says. Did you see those jerks? They're always sniffing around here, trying to start a fight with me. I think their leader's that mouthy kid, Vase. He leans one arm on his rake. Whatever, joke's on them. I ain't playing with their little soldier games. Good for you. Where do we want to hang out? Do we want the lounge? Friendship with Rex. I know somebody who will jump on that. 2 people like cake? I would not be surprised if Mars is the other person who likes cake. But I have been kind of using the downtime to build friendship with Dis, so we're kind of friends with him now. One of our other options... not engineering. So like this is where we hang out for Dis. And then there is the more outdoorsy option of the geoponics area, the park, which we've never done. I think I'm gonna relax in the park for once. Sorry, Plague. I know that you are have in a love affair with Rex, but you have your own game to be in a love affair with Rex over. I'm just saying. You and Cal walk through the park, a special place set aside for growing ornamental plants from Earth. It was grown from a precious seed bank, preserved for over 20 years aboard the Stratospheric before your mother started planting them here on Vertumna. Almost nothing here is grown for food, though many of them are technically edible. It's so green here, Cal says, stopping to smell a bush of fist-sized red flowers with velvety petals. Wow, they smell so sweet. My mom worked really hard on this. This park is your mom's legacy. She was the one who brought these flower seeds from Earth and spent the time planting this garden even when there was so much work to do on the farms. She always seemed like such a sensible hard-ass, but here is proof that she had a soft, nostalgic side. You wonder what else you never got the chance to learn from her. Why are both of my heartthrobs / favorite characters an option to hang out with? Because options are good. It's so peaceful. Cal breathes deep, a funny smile on his face. It really is. This is one of my favorite places in the whole colony. You can really feel the love in every plant. Oh, Cal, are you flirting with me now? I think you are. He's absolutely the sweetest. One pretty white flower in particular is flourishing here. The Astrantia, your mother's favorite. It seems to be growing faster than even native plants do, covering the paths and bluffs with tiny white stars. You practically have to push clumps of it aside in some places just to make sure you don't crush any. Good thing it's so beautiful. I think we have 2 Hop-Eye facts. I could be wrong. Let's find out. No, I think we might have gotten rid of one of them. It is handy that it duplicates, though. This one, these two combined are actually a really good duo because... Do we still have, however, robot power? Yeah, we do. We could get rid of Hop-Eye facts. Our deck is pretty beefy. But we have a Hop-Eye pet, so... Churgan fight 2-0 Electric Boogaloo. 2.0, I should say, Electric Boogaloo. Well, Mr. Scrake, you know that I cannot stand for that man to live, so please, show him the error of his existence. And thank you. I'm gonna get rid of this. That is a thing I did. It is now late pollen. We don't have any birthdays until next month, apparently, so that's good. Hi, Dad. You spot your dad munching on a soy ration. You know these soy bars from the new chip are pretty good, he says. I know it's basically the same stuff as what we've got, but it tastes different. He examines the bar with a critical eye. Probably some kind of unique chemical fingerprint from the kitchen nanoprinter. Or... other reasons. Hard to say. Here are the fields. We'll go up the hill for this. Maybe we deserved it, Dis mutters. The new ship didn't save us. It just delayed the inevitable. When their food and weapons run out, we'll be back where we started. Did they learn anything? Hard to say, Dis. Hard to say. Mars. What do you think about the new kids? Mars asks. Most of them are very, soldiery. And I suppose that's okay if you like that sort of thing. Rex is a total hottie, though, and from what I hear, he's... She makes a significant expression with her eyebrows, conveying something. Well, she continues. I just think I have a chance with him. Oh, Mars. Oh, Mars. You would be such a bad choice for Rex. I think you have a better chance with him playing Dr. Man than Mars does. Gonna be honest. He's still not used to life on the surface yet, but we're gonna get a hug. Again? Rex laughs, but wraps you in a big bear hug all the same. Heck yeah, hugs are the best. The very, very best. Nami nami. Nami nami. It's so cool. You guys have... oh, right. We've read this one. Everyone is so nice. We do not know what gender she is. Nami nami is. I think they are they, them, to be quite frank. We know nothing. She's, quirky non-binary. Yep, she's a they, them. We like Nami nami as a they, them. That's awesome. I'm so glad for you. Hey, Annie. Annie looks around at all the new soldiers that arrived on the heliosphere. They look so cool, she mutters. Why didn't we act more like these guys in the first place? Oh, Annie. That was not the point of us. Monarch? Ruler? Either of those are fairly gender neutral. There's a reason why my ruler of the vote is the way it is, because not everybody is a queen, not everybody's a king. Some of them are just rulers and monarchs. Yep, still Rex's little friend, jerk. What do we want to do this month, guys? I know I have not finished talking to everybody, but... Tange almost doesn't notice you approach. She's staring into the distance, almost as if she's gone into sleep mode with her eyes open. She blinks out of her daze when she hears your footsteps. Oh, Mayrin, she says. It's only you. What do you need? Well, nothing, I guess. But hi. Tangent, hi. Cal. He is reconnecting with the earth. I don't blame him. The soldiers are assholes. Alright. No collectibles inside the walls. We could go out surveying and foraging again if we wanted to. That went pretty well last time. We could also go work in the Xeno lab in geoponics to see what experiments we have to do. I believe there might be one waiting for us. And it will up our organizing more. I'd say work on getting that next organizational perk. Annie wants to be a super cool action heroine. The soldiers are the closest she can get. Really close to that organizing perk. Probably worth getting. Okay. Well, reasoning doesn't apply to the xenobotany lab. Reasoning we'd have to go back to engineering for. Just saying. I'm gonna go for the organizing this time. No wonder your dad liked the lab. It's one of the few places during this time of year that's guaranteed to be pollen-free. The environment is always carefully controlled so that pollen can't get in and contaminate the samples. Yeah, if only he'd spend all of his time here. Literally all of it, please. All right. Well, we are +2 to cards with gems. So if I put this in here, that becomes a 7. We don't have a 5. Okay. That's a pair. We could do a run of 3, though. That's a super goal. 4 of a kind, 2 of a kind, flush 4. Yeah, I think this is good. That is better. Yep, that's better. And there's a straight. 876. So I did not think about that. I do have max bio, but I do get organizing from this too, and this gives me more kudos to spend if I want to. So there is that. See, I do get organizing here, and I get kudos. And I get friendship with Cal. I'm hanging out with my buddy. My you know, friend. It's early dust. Whose birthday is early dust? Is it Annie's or is it Cal's? I don't remember. Dad wants to talk to us, though. Annie's? Okay, good to know. You overhear your dad talking to one of the other cultivators. He seems to be upset about something to do with the new governor and the people from the Heliopause. When the other woman leaves, you have a chance to ask some of the burning questions you had. Who are those new people? Your dad looks startled and tries to muster a friendly smile. You overheard us, eh, kiddo? Listen, Mayrin. He hesitates and looks around nervously, as if afraid you're being watched. You're just going to have to trust us adults on this one. There are things you're still too young to understand. I'm 15. I'm not too young to understand. You just don't want to explain it to me yet. I'm not saying that I will understand, but I am not too young. Ooh, we're getting rebellious now. I thought the same about myself once, your dad says gravely. I was wrong. The Helios came here just like us, looking for a better life, he tells you. Some of them had other reasons too, but now that they're here, we have to learn to work together. When your mother and I were young on Earth, we learned a hard lesson. He gives a grim smile. We learned a lot of hard lessons. I mean, there's a lot they haven't said about why they left. One was that it's safer to be led by one dangerous person than be attacked by an army of them. He lets that sink in. Another was that sometimes, when adults tell you not to worry, you should listen to them. Go on. Enjoy your youth. He gestures towards the Heliopause. Go get to know some of those new kids. I'm sure they'll find they're a lot like you. Before you can say another word, your dad is called back to work. There's still so much to be done to rebuild the farms and geoponics, greenhouses, and you can see people from the Helios helping him. Maybe they aren't all that bad. Your dad is in deep conversation with some official-looking people from the new ship. You arrive in time to hear him say, "They're not aliens, they're livestock. I should know. I shovel enough of their... He sees you and brightens. Excuse me, fellas. My kid's here. We'll have to continue this later. He throws his arm around your shoulders and walks you away. Thanks, kiddo. You showed up just in time. And that is how they get away with not saying shit. Cal waves at you as you enter the garden, leaning on his shovel. Hey, Mayron, he calls, but his eyes look past you, down the path to where Annie is beating the absolute tar out of a training dummy. Her fierce battle cries echo across the colony, making Cal wince. She's been going totally hard lately, huh? He says. He scratches his face, smearing dirt across his cheek. She asked me yesterday if I wanted to spar with her. She said it would be good for self-defense. Cal smiles sadly at the memory. I told her I don't want to fight. Not her, not a training dummy, and not anything on this planet. For real. I've never seen her get so mad at me. She called me a baby and told me I'm just gonna end up forcing everyone to protect me because I'm weak or helpless or whatever. He seems upset and stabs the ground a few times with his shovel. I just don't think it's right to fight anyone, especially the Xenos. They were here first, he says. What do you think, Mayron? Just gotta say, Cal's outfit is so fun. I like his outfit. It's a good outfit. I don't really know what the mesh is doing to help, but he's cute. Okay, fighting is how we survive. This is arguably true considering Glow Month. Violence is never the answer, is not always true, but is usually true. The most reasonable choice is sometimes you don't have a choice. When it comes down to you or it, sometimes you don't have a choice. Calm dying really made it hard for Annie to see the Xenos as anything more than scum. Calm was the brother she looked up to and wanted to live up to. She wanted to be just like Kombucha when she grew up. And now he's gone because he was protecting her. The violence is the question. The answer is yes sometimes. Remember, it's always morally just a bashy-fashy. Morally just to bashy a fashy. Yeah, Raptor. I'm down with you there. I think that the mesh was useful for temporary hooking stuff onto while working. Pick something up, stick it in between a few strands, and hang a tool off of it, etc. Maybe. It might be for that. It's hard to say. It's definitely fashionable, though. But yeah, I think, especially considering our experiences during Glow season, during Glow Month, sometimes you don't have a choice. Geez, you sound like an adult, Cal grumps. They always tell us to see both sides of an argument, but I tried and I just... He shrugs. I just think if you have to hurt someone to get what you need, you don't deserve to have it. I mean, I can see your point. Like, asking him what if your life depends on it, our life has depended on it. He has been in the colony long enough to know that sometimes our life depends on violence. What if your loved ones are in danger? We've all lost loved ones. They were all our aunts, our uncles, our friends, our family members, you know. What if you're really hungry? We've all been starved. We've all gone through famine. We know what that's like. What if they attack you first? We have been attacked. Arguably, our colony is an attack on the planet because we are not meshing well with the ecology of the world because we are a carbon-based species and not a mushroom-based species. But at the same time, we feel like we've been attacked first, like we're just trying to make a life here. And they feel that we're attacking because we're trying to change their ecology. So, like, I think, yeah, I can see, like, calling him naive is bullshit, because he's not that dumb. He's sweet, he's kind, he's empathetic and sincere, but he's not dumb. So yeah, I can see your point, is, I think, the best answer we have here. Cal seems pacifistic to a degree of ignorance. I get where he's coming from, but he's like a hyper pacifist. Probably because of his augment plague, Dr. Man. This is the downside to his augment, whatever it is. Like, I don't know what it is specifically, but... I can see your point. Cal looks relieved. I'm glad you think so, too. Sometimes I think about the Xeno I had to kill the first time they attacked. Like, obviously I'm glad I am alive, duh, but now it's dead. His eyes go back to Annie. She's stopped sparring with the training dummy and is looking up at the gardens as she has a drink. Neither she nor Cal wave at the other. It was an accident. I didn't mean to kill it. Cal continues quietly. It just happened. I wish I could tell it I'm sorry. Cal clenches his fist. There's gotta be a way to figure out how to live in peace with all the cool things that live on this planet, he says. Like, hey, look at this weed I saw growing over here. Ooh, we got Cal's strength too. Nice. And we learned more about Cal. Cal has such strong convictions, it's one of the things you like best about him, even if some people disagree with them. You spend a few hours with Cal in the gardens as he shows off the area that he's already getting ready for the next planting season. The adults are really starting to trust him with more planning as he gets older, and he beams with pride. When you finally head out, you're just as dirty as he is, but you feel so much lighter. I do love weed. Oh, he probably meant a different type of weed. It shouldn't even affect him like this, but who knows? I mean, it could just be his nature, too. Hard to say. It's Cal. What did we learn? Physically strong boy who isn't afraid to get in touch with his emotions. Pacifist, loves animals. Him. He's got more loyalty than rebellion. He's more tough than delicate, and he's more peaceful than angry. That's what we learned. We still don't know the rest of this stuff, but that's what we learned. Let's get the normal conversation then. Cal is catching a nap, sprawled across a pallet of bags of fertilizer. Someone's covered him up with a scratchy burlap blanket. You're about to leave him alone, but he blinks awake and yawns at you. Hey, Mayron, he says, rubbing his eyes. Sorry, just catching some shut-eye. It's all hands on deck getting geoponics up and running again. Do you need me for something? Nah, I just wanted to say hi. Poor boy, so sleepy. Alright, well, you guys want me to go back to nano printer time. Where's Mars? Still not used to life. When will he ever get more stuff? But friendship is magical. Rex folds you into his arms, bending his whole body to you. He smells warm and a little spicy, like clean sweat and sunshine. It's a good hug, the kind that makes you instantly just a little more relaxed. Heck yeah, we do love a good hug in this house. Alright, is this outside the walls? Ooh, pretty flower. Yes, he is. Living is pointless, again. Right. Still emo. We can see that clearly. Still the emo boy. Alrighty then. Mars is up here. Okay. She is still about colony superiority. Gotcha. Not the biggest fan of that, honestly, but like I get it. Vase? You spot Vase talking to a small group of other soldiers and walk over to see what's going on. Vase gives you a cool look as you approach. If you're looking for Rex, you're not going to find him here, he says, and the other soldiers snicker like they're sharing some kind of private joke. You should try out back, or maybe the personal quarters. Why would I be looking for Rex if I'm talking to you? Like, what is your damage, dude? There's the birthday girl. Been looking everywhere for you. Any fiddles with her personal defense plas cutter. Never thought I'd actually be using one of these, she says quietly. Guess we all gotta be ready to defend ourselves now. Hey, I got something for you. Whoops, I should have checked what she likes. Let's find out. Oh, she likes the eggs, not the crystals. Absolutely nothing. Eggs for you. Annie gives you a little smile as she accepts the egg. Thank you for remembering my birthday, Mayrin. It's hard without Calm here. We learned her birthday, finally. Thank the gods. Early dust. Now I don't have to have chat remind me. Which means that the next birthday is Cal's birthday. Remember to test fire it on base later? Yeah. He and Rex have history, which is the reason I hate Vase so passionately. I mean, it's sounding more and more like he's just simply not a dog kid. Tangent is still on about us being smarter than the alien planet that we now live on. Okay. Nami nami. Nami is running around making pew-pew noises at things like they're shooting imaginary lasers, which is fitting because that's exactly what they're doing. Well, hey, Mayrin, they say when they notice you watching. Do you want to play Laser Fable? It's so fun. Not at the moment, but thank you. If you ever do a Vase or Rex playthrough or get close with either, you'll find out. I mean, obviously I would find out because it would become relevant to play. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna go on an organizational bend. Organizational bender time. Time to spend time with, well, Mars. We'll get persuasion out of it too. You're working with Mars when a depot order comes through on your holopalm for 10 batteries for the Kretch. You're busy packing up another order, so you send it over to her holopalm. Despite her constant complaining about how boring and beneath her the job is, Mars is very good at it. She finds ways to do things faster and more efficiently, and she hardly ever makes mistakes. Which is why you're surprised when you get the order from the nanoprinter and find 15 batteries. You check the requisition again. Wait. It says 15 batteries now? You swear it said 10 before. Mars scoops up the extra 5, giving you a wink as she hides them in her bag. Uh-oh, she's skimming off the top. Chat. Do we confront Dear Mars? Or do we stay quiet? Are we going through our rebellion phase? Mars, you queen. Viva la resistance. Chat, what is this? Are we gonna be bad? Stay quiet. She's here more than you and Shirley knows what she's doing. Alright. We'll stay friends with Mars and not get her in trouble. Rebellion, stress, less kudos. Somehow, Seek figures out the nanoprinter logged more batteries than Aunt Anne asked for. They quiz you both, but you stand firm and keep your mouth shut. They can't prove you did it, but they still dock both your pay and give you a stern warning about stealing from the depot. Oh. Viva la resistance, indeed. Alright. This one is locked. This will pair well with that. We don't have any. That's a 31. We get better score with pairs. That's a super goal. Same cards, I just moved their order. And the flush is a better flush. I don't think this is gonna do us any good because we don't have any other physical cards to boost. I mean, sure, we could use like the mushwood logs or the yellow flowers or whatever if we wanted to, but we even have an extra bobber fruit if we want. But no, I just super gold this, so we're good. Is this the first time doing Exocolonist? Yes, this is my first blind playthrough. I do, on occasion, ask for assistance from my chat when I feel like it or need it. But yeah, this is my first playthrough. Thank you, Alisonella, for coming in. Hello, it's nice to meet you. Welcome, welcome. Fairy check? Okay. Really? I liked my version better. But I suppose, what if I did that? Even better still. It's one of your favorites? Yeah, I literally just discovered this game like 2 days before I started streaming it. So, the fact that other lovers of this game have been finding me, both through Twitch and through Blue Sky, has been like wild. And now Plague Doctor is addicted, so and they have merch, Plague Doctor, and they have merch. So we supercharged it for extra organizing, and our persuasion went up a little bit too, and we got kudos, and we've got perks to lower our stress, so yay. And now we're slightly more friends with Mars. Woo. I won it. I saw your post on Blue Sky and was like, must come lurk. Well, you're actually at the end of my stream, unfortunately, but I'm so glad that you came. Please give me a follow in either Blue Sky or here, or both, whatever. And come lurk again. I would love to have you. Absolutely. I've been trying to bully one of my favorite streamers into playing it, but he's too bad at finishing games to do it. Aw. Maybe he would finish this one because it's really amazing, and oh boy, does it not pull punches. Let's enjoy the festival, though. The Vertumnilia Festival is a welcome day of normalcy in an otherwise chaotic year. Despite some lingering rivalry between the two factions, Vertumnilia is a chance for the Helios and the Stratos to come together and appreciate the bounty of the planet. At least that's what the adults say. Governor Lum takes the stage to address the colony. You can't help but notice the crowd has segregated itself according to their ship of origin. The little Rex Dis merch is amazing. I figured you would go for the Dis merch in a heartbeat, to be quite frank. Rex shoots you away from over on the Strato side, and Nami makes a silly face. Vase is surrounded by other young soldiers, all looking sharp in their Heliopause uniforms. With Tangent standing beside you, you wonder if the two ships will ever feel like one colony. Yeah, I've been trying, but it's my work hours. We slow today, though, so here I am. I tried back when you were doing DA, but too busy. Oh yeah, you did pop in. It's been a while. And of course, my YouTube channel has all the VODs, so if you want to see what my playthrough has been like, you'll find, like, !YouTube in the chat will get you there if you're not already subscribed. That way, you can catch up on how I've been doing in Exocolonist, even while you must stick to, you know, work hours. I'm so sorry. I know that I stream very strangely for the US portion of my followers here. I actually am streaming for UK evenings. So. I love the Soul Wormhole crop top and the Vertumna button up. Yeah, they look cool. They look very cool. I mean, I changed my Blue Sky profile to him for a reason. I didn't notice that part, Plague. I've been watching your posts, not your profile aesthetics. I didn't know why I didn't think to check your YouTube, the YouTubes. Yeah. It's all there on YouTube. Everything I've done so far. Ooh, Winter Fairy's putting down a boulder parchment shears, and she has thrown Boulder. Who will meet her challenge, I wonder? And also, welcome back, Winter Fairy. Look at this smug man. I don't know if I like him. He's probably a jerk. Plague Doctor Man throws down some shears and has lost. So sorry, Plague Doctor Man. Maybe next time. Congrats, Winter Fairy. Sim is my favorite boy. Probably. The fanfare plays over the square's announcement system. Lum's honor guard do a complex drill with their drone rifles. Greetings, people of Vertumna, Lum says, his voice ringing over the square. We may be far from our beautiful Earth, but we can still celebrate and be thankful for what we have here. We've worked hard to save this beleaguered little colony from the brink of destruction and should be proud of our work. The Helios cheer. Your side of the square is more quiet. Yes, I have not met Sim yet, but I will, I'm sure. I'm gonna beat Lum to death with a rather large rock. Ooh, strong feelings about Lum as well. Mr. Scrake, your role did not go very far. Good enough for what, though? I know some of you have been asking, Lum, how are you going to do it all by yourself? How are you going to run the colony, solve everyone's problems, turn this planet into a paradise, and look this good? Lum strikes a pose to a smattering of polite applause. Oh my god. He's one of those. Well, I have the answer for you, he continues. The old council made a lot of bad choices, like illegally leaving Earth. But I believe in second chances, so I've appointed the original department heads to my own council, Lum's Council 2.0. Better not disappoint me. He laughs and makes finger guns at the department heads at the foot of his podium. Stay on your toes, Stratos. Lum is as bad as that scum vase. Lum is a waste of a good boob window. I mean, you're not wrong. That is a very good boob window, but I hate this man to no end. He is loathsome. He could have been a himbo, but he's just too much of an ass and fucking idiot for it. He's not even one bit lovable. I'm seeing that, Raptor. Like, I had concerns before, and now I'm like, no, he's doubling down. Okay. Okay. I also want to promise everyone here today that we're going to make Vertumna safe for humans, Lum says. The next time those bastard Xenos attack, we're gonna blow them to so many little pieces there won't be enough left to wipe off our boots. We've already got the defenses, he says, gesturing broadly to the new, taller, thicker walls. And we're building homes for everyone. Homes where people can raise children again, knowing that our military men and women are keeping us safe. Overconfident idiot. Big cheers from both sides this time. Some of the colonists around you even have tears in their eyes, especially those who lost family in the last attack. Lum goes on for a while, lionizing the Heliopause's military strength and casting subtle digs at your failed colony experiment. Finally, the crowd disperses to set up the square for the afternoon festivities, some traditional and some new. At the tables, Aunt Anne and the kids are setting out the spread for dinner. There's an unimaginable amount of food thanks to the Heliopause's huge ration surplus, and the piles upon piles of xeno meat from the hunting parties for those who can stomach it. Anne is all smiles, clearly making an effort to move on, as Lum mandated, despite still mourning her lost son Calm. But not even the festive atmosphere can force a smile onto Annie's face. The only correct answer here is I miss my mom. Like, literally the only correct answer. We are not a party girl. This is a useless sentiment because the Helios crew will not care. They think that they are in charge is the answer to this question, so asking it is not useful. So I miss my mom. Cal hauls a massive tureen of stew onto the table. Yeah, me too, he adds quietly. She should have been here to see this. I think she'd be really proud of how hard we worked in geoponics. The chime sounds to announce the square is set up for the annual competitions. What do we choose? Well, it's not Xeno wrangling because we don't have the combat. We could go for the talent show this year. We could do trivia. Or the bake-off. Or we could ditch the event entirely. We can't do the science fair because we've kind of aged out of the school children range, so. And you haven't even seen how he acts during Glow. Nope, I have not even seen it yet. It's terrible. So, trivia or bake-off, guys? Or do we show talent for once in our lives? Try for something at least. We do well at trivia. Well, yeah. Reasoning is... Out of reasoning and organizing, reasoning is higher. Though I don't think the skill itself matters. It's only a gateway into which options are open, I think. Trivia Pog. I always stand by trivia. Okay. Trivia for everybody. Let's go. Our loyalty is rising again, so our rebellion is lowering. Friendship with our girl Tangent and Nami, because she's apparently a smarty. Well, they are apparently a smarty. They're they, them. I'm very bad for misgendering this Nami. Bad May. Bad. Instance is too busy to organize the science fair, so you do a Helio tradition instead. Trivia night, hosted by Congruence. You, Tangent, and Nami all sign up. I miss the science fair, Tangent grumbles. I've been memorizing facts to prepare. Well, it's gonna be a hard challenge, but it's trivia time! A goal of 88. Well, this is not gonna be the highest this round, because we have higher cards. We're gonna just rock somebody's world. Actually... That's pretty good. Not gonna lie. Howsomever, we can do better. I want these two to stick around. $27 for a first round opener. What do we think? Four, 5, 6 then? Looks good. Yeah, I can't get a 4, 5, 6 because this spot has a condition of that it gives the card +3. So nothing I can do about that. And unfortunately, because this is a 6, the new base value of this card being a 5 means that we don't get the 12 from it having the highest value. But yeah, it's a thing. Unless I want to use Mushwood Log. Screw it, let's use it. Let's do that. And do this. And have an even higher score. Let's do that. Why not? Look at that. So good. Alright, 33. Next round. +5 during mental challenges. Absolutely, that is going there. So what if we do a weird wombo combo thing here? Yeah, that's pretty nice. Because this sets the neighbor's values to this card. This gives +2 to the card next to it, and then it becomes a run of 3. Could do the 3 in plus 3 spot to get a 6. It would only get one neighbor as a 6, unfortunately. This will give a much higher, because its base value is so high, it gives a much better bonuses. That's the thing. Because, like, yeah, I can stick this here and make things 4, but it only does that for 2 cards then. Whereas if I do... Interestingly enough, that was still higher. We could also save this one for later. And just do that. I'm gonna do this. Alright. And of course we get all social cards. What the frick? What the frick? I don't have a 5. This is a pair. A little bit of stress crying at the end. I mean, this is a win. Watch this shit. Watch this. Fairy check? Yeah, sure. Now we have a straight and a flush 5. That's the super goal. Killed it again this year. Tangent thinks she's so smart, and yet here we are kicking ass, taking names. Trivia champion. You get most of the questions right. All that studying and watching holovids definitely paid off. Nami shrugs off their loss. Tange tries to, but you can tell she's actually kind of ticked off she didn't win. After the festivities, the mood in the colony is a lot lighter. You see people smiling easier and often see mixed groups of Helios and Stratos socializing together. Feels like the first time people have actually let themselves relax. Alright, late dust, or I'm sorry, mid dust has come, and this is unfortunately where I must do a cheeky save and head on with my day. This is stream 6. The 6th stream I've done of this game, but thank you guys for joining me today for yet more I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. I stream Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern US time, and if that is not your time zone, or you would just like the reminder, you can follow and put on notifications either here or Blue Sky, preferably both, because then you'll know when I go live. Should one fail, the other will kick in, hopefully. That is the hope. Also, over on Blue Sky, sometimes I give my thoughts on the games. There's other reasons to, other ways to get to know me there, and as I am bad with social media, help, please. At me, post to me, post at me, post about the things that you love. I want to interact with my friends, and you guys are all that, so help. If you have missed anything from I Was a Teenage Exocolonist or any other game I've played, YouTube has all the VODs, very rough. As you watched the stream, they are there on YouTube the same way, unfortunately. But it is everything I've ever streamed, so feel free to throw on a playlist for cooking, cleaning, working, just because you need the company, trying to get to sleep, and my voice soothes you. Whatever it is you need, This is how I give back to you, because I make zero money on YouTube. Maybe someday. Probably not. Anyway, it's all there for you guys. It's my way of giving back. Now it is time to raid a friend of mine, and if I don't have any friends streaming, I will go make friends, because why not? We're all in this together, right? Needless to say, that's my raid message, and you're welcome to spice it up with any other love heart or raid emojis you have access to. More than happy to help out. Have options, but we're gonna go say hi to Psycho Phoenix, because I said I'd probably see her later if she was streaming. So I'm gonna send you over to PP's channel. She's a Brit, and she's sassy and great and wonderful and fun, and I hope that you give her all the love from me. As well as having a fantastic rest of your Tuesday, because when I streamed this, it was Tuesday for you YouTube folk. And I hope that everyone will take care of them, and I hope that you will come back to my stream tomorrow for more I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. Needless to say, until I see you again, have fun, guys, and we raid in 3, 2, 1. Bye, everyone.